Pick the Nintendo Shack and pray. Frederick from Fire Emblem Awakening says, yo.
Welcome to this week's episode of the Nintendo Shack Podcast, episode 383, 8 Minutes of Kong. I'm back after being away last week. I was at the Too Many Games convention in Oaks, PA with some friends. So we had company over. You guys held down the fort without me. I appreciate it. You were so highly offended. I started listening to it. I didn't finish.
And she turned it off in complete disgust.
It was not like that. It was not like that.
Fuck this shit.
Fuck these Pokemon. Guys.
No.
What a terrible podcast.
I was very preoccupied last week and this week. I already gave you guys the news, but as I was, at the convention,
pregnant.
No. Dispel those rumors. False, fake, never.
Shaq's getting bigger.
How could you, Rebecca?
I had an offer accepted on a house. A condo, actually. Not like a house, but a condo. And I'm going to be a first-time homeowner. Yay!
Congratulations.
Which is better than a child. So I'm very excited.
Child.
Very, very excited that I will have my own place, my own stuff. I can paint the walls pink. I can put whatever I want on the walls. But it's all stressful. Like I've never done this before.
Theory,
like
you can
mortgage,
like in the renting house too. Just have to paint them back white.
Yeah, I guess so. But anyway, I've been really busy with that.
Now you get to play House Flippers.
Yeah.
I actually have that game.
Right. Well, now you get to play it in real life.
Yeah.
Well, you get to walk through this room and be like, "Here's what I think we're gonna do."
Yeah, it's stressful. Like there's so many things. Like I was filling it out, like all the paperwork and like, oh Kyle, don't clip that. We don't need people to like think that. Oh my God, seriously, change the title to not really.
Nah.
But yes, G-Man has the right idea. I can get another cat. This is gonna be great. So
you guys are like thinking way too low about getting a house. Like I can have 2 cats now instead of 1. Like you can do a lot more than that.
It's the millennial experience, Delvin.
Yeah. So this month is stressful because we got to move and I'm closing on the house at on the 30th, July 30th. So it's a fast turnaround. I feel like everything, like the market right now, I don't know if anyone's buying a house or trying to buy a house or recently bought one. Like the market right now is so like, I don't know the word, like terror. Yeah, like that's an understatement.
Terrible.
Like we had to make
the word.
An offer like the day we saw it. Like you can't even sleep on it. Like you got to make it like competitive. Oh, and everything costs so much money. And like the realtor told us, like, I didn't realize this, that only like 10% of the people right now do an inspection. Like 90% of the people buying a home, like just forego the inspection just to like get the offer in, just get everything done so fast. So like, I didn't even do an inspection. Like I just went in there. So it's a condo. No, everything looked good. It's a condominium, so like, it's part of a larger structure. It was right around my price range, a little bit more, but like not too high. I can afford it. Yes, please. I need advice.
1, you always do an inspection. 2, immediately check the plumbing on the house.
Well, my dad's a plumber, so
because that stuff will cost you a lot if something's wrong with that plumbing.
Yeah, my dad's a plumber. He'll take care of it for me.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah. Always do the inspection. Well, it sounds like 90% of the people aren't doing the inspection. It sounds
like. The person who's in real estate, do the inspection. I'm telling you now, do the inspection.
Wait, you're in real estate?
Property management, yes.
Really?
Yes.
Where were you this whole time for advice?
I was right here on the Timber Shack every Sunday. It's right here.
Delvin,
This is like a well-known thing. Donnie, they have joked that I'm Tom Nook. That's how long we've been doing this.
He evicts people.
Yeah.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh my God,
It's
that's so
part of property
sad.
management. That's part of property management.
It's not sad for him at all. He's like, yo, get the fuck out of this house.
Yeah, sometimes I have to be like
It's time to go.
Time to go.
Always do the inspection, Nick says.
Now, don't
Well, it's
have
too
him come
late.
over to fix stuff. He fixes
late, I didn't do
everything
it.
with duct tape and Flex Seal.
I don't fix
So-
stuff. That's not my job. I have maintenance men for that. My fixing stuff days are over with. I don't even fix stuff in my house anymore. Like, nah.
Part of the inspection was like radon test. Like radon, I don't even know what that is. Isn't that like from like the Cold War era of like
My
years-
wife would scream if our daughter was saying the same things to us. My wife is all about the radon and the inspection like that.
What do you
Zaida's just
mean?
like,
Like,
absolutely. How
is
dare you?
Does radon actually come up in inspections?
Mm-hmm.
Can't you buy
Yeah.
a radon tester at Lowe's for like $15?
There's a reason why you're supposed to test for it. Like they didn't just make it up
Yes.
because
But like,
some
isn't that like
terrible stuff happened.
isn't that like a basement thing? Like, I don't have a basement in
know.
this place.
I don't know. I'm not the
don't know
property
either.
manager. I can't help you there.
Delvin,
Well, see, the
can
thing
you be
about-
the
the thing
property
about it-
manager?
It won't be too bad because you're not trying to sell the place because you're just now getting it.
I'm gonna live there for the next rest of my life.
Yes, and two, you're not gonna have any because it's a personal home. You're not gonna. It's not like you're gonna have any inspectors come over there looking at your house unless you send them over there. But
That's what I mean. It's XPS says isn't radon big in the Fallout games. I think like Cold War era of
It's
like
that's why it's called radon. It's radiation.
radiation. There's
Odor
no
or
radiation
something
in
like
my
that.
new house.
Gas,
Come on, I'm not gonna
radioactive
pay
gas.
money for someone to tell me that.
Is there a nuclear reactor nearby?
No,
Okay. Well, I'm just asking.
what you should the main thing you should have people check for is like
it's
stuff
5
like
minutes down the road.
mold, ceiling and roof damage, plumbing, stuff like
Plumbing, electrical.
that, electrical,
Okay, I'll have my dad look at it.
mold especially. Mold,
Oh, no.
asbestos especially.
Oh, there's no asbestos. It's made after that. The house was made after that.
Radon is radioactive gas formed in the natural decay of uranium found in rocks and soil.
Yeah, I think I will take the chance that there's no radon in this house.
You might eat those words.
No
Yeah.
lead-based paint. There's no lead-based paint. There's none of that. That was like
be
this. That was like the 60s. This was
You'll be
made after that.
surprised in some of these houses.
Wow.
Slumlord
You
stuff.
honestly would. I bought my house with an inspection only to find out that I had to waterproof the entire foundation a couple years in because they built the foundation around a boulder. And when there's heavy rains, water comes through the boulder and the foundation, and it was flooding my basement. It cost
That's
me
a hard thing to
thousands of
fix.
dollars to fix, yeah.
Well,
And I didn't even
fortunately-
really fix it. Like, I kind of fixed around it.
That's too bad. Fortunately, I don't have a basement, and I don't think there's going to be flooding. But I'm very excited, and I have to pack up my whole life and move. And it's a little sad because I really like this place. But the new place is like strikingly similar to this place. It just has an extra bedroom and an extra bathroom, which we very much need.
Move on. up.
Yeah, and then
Are you going to split bathrooms?
what?
Are you going to split bathrooms?
What does that mean?
Like, you're going to have, like, your bathroom and him have, like, his bathroom?
Oh, no. Well, like
Okay.
one of the bathrooms is like attached to the bedroom. It's like like one of those like private suite
Master
bathrooms, like master
bathroom,
bathroom. Yeah.
And
You
that's a big
know.
guest bathroom.
We
yeah.
have split bathrooms. And
Really?
I think it's, yeah. Well, it's just because of the way, like, the house lanes up. Like,
Yeah.
everything that I own is in the basement. So the basement has a bathroom, and that's my bathroom because I'm always down here with my stuff and my clothes. And
What if
then-
you have to like go to the bathroom in the middle of the night? You don't use the other bathroom?
I do, yeah, but like my stuff isn't in there.
I imagine Donnie's wife
Like
told him,
walking
get out.
all the way downstairs to the bathroom right now.
You can't
No, it's
use
just-
this bathroom.
I'm saying my stuff isn't in there. The drawers aren't filled with my stuff. It's not on the counter.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's mattered quite a lot.
I
because,
think
like,
I would probably like in the like when I go to work and stuff, like I would probably use the other bathroom like as to not like wake him up or like, you know, doing my makeup, like there's more counter space.
yeah, things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get it. So I'm excited and I'm going to be really busy, but I'm also playing video games. Radon is not the same as radiation. Rebecca, ask us questions next time.
I said radioactive gas.
It's the same. It's like pretty much the same, right? No. I am playing video games. Okay, well, first of all, I got this really cute case for my Switch 2. Ooh. I was in the market for one of these, and there was this seller selling really cute ones. Too many games, and so it has little frogs and little strawberries on it, and it comes off super easy if I want to take it off. Let's see, what have I been playing? I
Rebecca,
finished what?
I want to ask you before you talk about what you're playing.
Oh, yeah.
Is that case connecting to the dock?
It doesn't. It can with the Joy-Con covers on it. So I don't take the Joy-Con covers on and off. And then the back one, it pops off very easily and pops back on. So like that is the one downside. It doesn't dock. But it's pretty easy to pop this on and off. So
okay.
It hasn't been too much trouble. And I play handheld like 80% of the time anyway. So like it doesn't really matter to me. Good question. Okay. I finished chapter 3 in Deltarune. I'm about to start. Well, I started chapter 4, but I'm just taking a little break from it because I got to digest what happened in chapter 3. Very emotional, very weird. I tried Super Mario Strikers that came to the Game Boy. The GameCube NSO. Yeah, GameCube NSO. Can I say something?
Yes, you can. That's what this podcast for.
It's a better game than the Mario Strikers that came to Switch.
That is correct.
I never played it before. This was my first time playing it. It is so much fun. It is like so good.
Mm-hmm. Yep. No,
so I'm very glad.
Yeah, the Switch was just kind of bare, like all the Camelot games. They're just kind of basic. They needed to be fleshed out. It's like they needed like another 2 years of time, to cook.
I just feel like, maybe it was too gimmicky or like it was too clunky or something. I don't know. This one's very simple, very straightforward.
I wonder if it was like a way of like, I wonder if they were just like developed on a budget. Like, I wonder if those Camelot sports games, if Nintendo was like, listen,
maybe
here's how much we're like, let's try to keep this, tidy.
We have $8.
Yeah, because the modes are just like, I'll still contend. I know people were really upset with Strikers, like that hit them to the core because Striker is a beloved GameCube game.
Didn't I sell it to you?
Yeah, and I like it. Like, I think it's good, and I think the golf game is good. Like, these games are fine if you're just playing the game. The problem is in 2025, 4, 3, whenever these games come out, it's tough to sell somebody a whole sports game like off of an exhibition mode.
Yeah,
like that's really all they got. Like they got exhibition mode, local exhibition mode. And then, like, some weird twist, but of the same exhibition mode. Like, they're basically just selling you, like, the core loop of the game. It's like it's just exhibition mode. Like, golf was messed up because we didn't have online tournaments and, like, all the things that made the first one fun. Like, Strikers, you didn't have all the bells and whistles. Tennis is actually surprisingly good. Like, the Tennis Aces is really good, but
I feel like they peaked on the Switch.
Time.
Yeah, they peaked on the Switch with that one.
It's just like, it does come off like cheap. It's just like, hey, what do you want to do? Like, we made the game in 2 years. Like, we did what we had to do and we moved on. That's kind of what it feels like, at least to me. I don't know if I don't think anybody cares enough to investigate, but it just comes off like Nintendo was like, hey, let's keep the cost down so the profits are up, and let's keep it moving.
And it's a pretty reliable seller too. I feel like for the
like
casual,
they're not particularly bad.
Market.
Like I can't imagine anybody being like, I hate this, I want my money back. Like it's fine. It's not a bad game.
I said I hate this, I want my money back.
It's just not good enough. Like we want it to be better than what we used to have.
Yeah. So I liked that. I played I think a cup or two of that. And then
played that.
Yeah, what I got back into, like, don't even ask me how. Me and Josh started playing Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu again.
How?
Together side by side because he has Pikachu and I have Eevee. And I just want to, I think I've said this before, so I'll double down on it, that it is the nicest looking Pokemon game on this, maybe ever.
Sure.
Maybe ever.
I
Like, it is, what?
Yeah,
you don't say that, Delvin?
I've been saying that for the longest
Oh,
time.
you have been saying that. Yeah, yeah. It's not. I like the top down. I don't care that it's like not a 360 perspective. It's like kind of feels old school like, and like the Pokemon models are nice and they follow behind you, and like it's just so cute. And I know not everyone likes the catching mechanics. You know that it's like the Pokemon Go style, and like me and Josh were talking, like we really feel like it's a missed opportunity that they didn't remake the Johto games in that style. Like, you know, it doesn't even have to have the go catching mechanics if they wanted to stray away from that, but like use the same architecture, use the same art style, and you know, it's just it's nostalgic and it's good, and you know, it's very high quality. I just love it. I love it.
great.
It's too
Great
easy.
game.
Like that's the problem with it. Like and it's like by design too easy. It's supposed to be for like people, you know, who are coming back to the series after not having played it since they were 8 years old. You
Big
know, when
old dumb
Pokemon
people
Go
like
was
me.
popular. So it
Here,
is like
dummy. Here's a
baby's
Pokemon game for
first
you.
Pokemon game, which all the Pokemon games are easy anyway. It's like even more dumbed down than that. Like they don't even let you challenge a gym unless you have the like type advantage on, you know, in your party. Like I couldn't face Brock's gym unless I had a grass type or a water type on my team. You know, but I think besides that, like it's just such a wholesome game. I'm having fun replaying it. I'm playing more Mario Kart. I love Mario Kart. I'm just
You're the
enjoying
only
my
one,
Switch
apparently.
too. I love my Switch too.
It's great.
It's good.
Fantastic system.
Yeah. That's all, I think.
Delvin?
It is for kids. It is for kids. For kids and for people coming back. I get it, but like,
Yeah.
you know, I still think that they, you know, I don't want them to abandon it completely. My dream is to see Johto in a very similar style.
It
I
would
miss
have been
JoJo.
awesome if they had offered you an option to like to play that game with different mechanics.
Yeah.
If there was like a
Yep.
classic mode.
That's why
That'd
I'm
be
hoping
cool.
if they like do another one someday, like they should like maybe either you can play in Go style or in classic
Yeah,
style.
that would have been really cool.
Yeah.
That could be something they can kind of bring to it. They need to bring
Because
it.
you can't like the one frustrating thing is that you can't play with a pro controller.
Yeah, I was
Um,
just about to ask if you're using if you still have the Pokeball.
No, I never had the Pokeball. But I had been playing handheld, but then the one time I was playing it on the TV and Josh was playing it handheld, and I was using the one Joy-Con and I was like
Yeah,
doing the, you know,
fishing thing, and then just like,
yeah, it's not very good. It's much better in handheld.
Remaster it. Just go ahead. Just remaster it. Might as well.
Pokemon Let's Go remaster.
Remastered.
DX, $70.
Just remaster it. I'd buy it. Fuck it. Why not?
I want it in Johto, please. I miss Johto so much.
We all do.
Yeah. Anyway.
I'm playing Breath of the Wild still.
Yeah, tell us about it.
I'm still having fun with it. I'm at getting ready to fight one of the divine beasts in a minute, the one in the water. I done followed the sexy fish man all to his
Excited.
town and stuff like that.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
That's his new name, Sexy Fish Man.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That's his name.
Who's the fish lady? He's like, oh my god.
Oh, I've already
It's
saw
like
her.
I'm with the fish people and this fish girl. I was like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Then I saw the racist fish guy. He was like,
The
"She
king?
never can like you." No, not the king. The king's pretty cool.
Oh, there is that one. Yeah.
Racist.
You're not
fish
like
guy.
us.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
what? Like, whoa.
There'll be no race mixing here.
I do remember him.
This touch is a little too close to home, sir. I'm gonna need you to relax.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's going
Did
on?
you ever
here?
fix your Zelda notes?
No. You're
Because
going in wrong.
both of the Zelda games were just patched, and the patch notes are a lot about Zelda notes in both cases.
Okay. So maybe
That
I
is
need to
in the
check and update
news.
that. Maybe I need to update mine. But Kyle, he's 100% the racist fish guy. He's like, how could she ever love you? You're like, nah, she made this soup like straight up for you. You're like, oh, I don't believe you. Like, yo, bro,
I'm
leave
watching
me alone.
I'm watching Josh play Age of Calamity. He's replaying it, and Mifa is very, very jealous of Princess Zelda in that game.
I really hope that we get updates for a lot of games. I think that's one thing that I feel like we're currently missing. I know developers don't have dev kits yet, but like I had higher hopes that we would get lots of Switch 1 like upgrades. And so far, a lot of things are just like, well, it runs better, but like Age of Calamity needs to be unlocked. I hope they do that before the next one, but like, I'm afraid it doesn't sound like something they'll do, right? Like I don't think they'll be like, we've got a brand new game for you to buy, but we also made that last one you already have better. Like that's not going to happen.
I don't think so. I think they're done with it.
They're like, we want you to buy the new one.
Yeah.
I think Breath of the Wild is making me want to play Age of Calamity.
Yeah.
Because they keep referencing it a lot. Mm-hmm. They're like, oh, maybe I need to go check out.
Well, just know the Age of Calamity is a farce and generally a waste of time on the lore wise. Like, it's optional. It's an optional experience.
It is just for fun. I think Terrago makes it worth it.
I mean, I did like the game. Performance aside, I had issues with the performance, but I played and beat it. And there's a whole lot to that game. That game is so much deeper than like your standard Warriors affair. Like, there's a lot of game there.
Yeah, well, Josh was like, I think I'm at 100% it. I'm like, I was like, really? Are you sure? He's like, yeah, I think I'm almost halfway done it. And I like looked it up. He was like maybe not even a third of the way through it. And like, I said, I went on howlongtobeat.com and I was like,
yeah, there's a lot.
Josh, there's 76 hours if you want 100% this.
That's my lasting memory is just the grind. Like I was just like, grinding on that game for like a month. It's super fun, but like it gets to a point like right towards the end of the game and then any post game, it gets so samey where like they just run out of options and all they do is just more. They just throw more and more of the things that you've already encountered at you. Like all of a sudden battles, you're like, it's 2 of these, it's 4 of these, it's 8 yellow versions of these, and you're just like, I get it, man. Like it's just like they kind of ran out of ideas.
Yeah.
Okay. But I'm enjoying Breath of the Wild. I'm kind of digging the whole idea. Like I keep walking up to people and they just randomly say, "Fuck you, Link." I'm like, "What the fuck I did? What the fuck you fuck me for?" like
that would be hilarious if that actually happened. Like I would.
That's kind of what is happening. Like you ruined our land. Like
you mean like the was it the like the
a few people have done that to me.
Koga's people.
Oh.
Some of the villagers get mad at you because of. Spoilers for a multi-year-old game now.
Do they attack you? Are we talking about Koga's people? Or are you talking about just
no, just the people just in the town would just yell at you randomly.
Thank you. I could not. I was like, what are they called?
I've met those fuckers.
I could not remember.
Wait, who is Delvin talking about?
I have no idea.
Just random villagers sometime will get mad at you because of Zelda's predicament, especially in the
like where have you been for the last 100 years?
Yes,
like you abandoned us.
Yeah.
You abandoned us. Princess Zelda's in her predicament because of you. Our family died, Link. I'm like, fuck you, they fuck me for.
I don't remember a lot of that.
Yeah, it happens. They come up to you and get mad at you.
Ask you
because it had been so long ago. Like they've only ever heard about you. So like you were like the hero that failed.
So I feel like most of the NPCs did not even recognize him.
Yeah,
a lot of them didn't, but I think some of them do. They like have heard of you. You're like the knight that like abandoned.
Maybe is it the Zoras? Are we talking about the Zoras?
The Zoras do it a lot.
Yeah,
because they look at you as the one who failed their kingdom.
Yeah, they are, and they're older. Like they've been around.
Yeah. And there's a couple other times you go in the village and they're like, we don't like you that much.
When you say the village, in my head, I'm just thinking of like Kakariko.
You're thinking like
who in Kakariko is saying this?
Not in Kakariko.
Yeah, because the Zoras live longer.
I figured it out
like
now.
they might remember.
Yeah, that's a Zora Rita thing, I would imagine.
I was taking a nap. Like, you're like, nah, fuck you, Link. Like, damn, dog, what I do?
I was gonna ask if you met the lady with her flowers.
Oh.
Yeah.
He might.
I don't
not
think
have.
I've met her yet.
Yeah.
You'll know when you do.
I found one of the fairies, of course.
Nice.
Where Link gets assaulted.
Yeah, that's
in the best of ways.
Yeah, that's a little questionable. Like,
assault me, mommy.
Yeah. Game takes a turn there. like, what's going on here? Well, I'm really enjoying my time. I'm really enjoying my time with it. They're like,
lovely.
Hey. The guy was like, "Hey, you got to go fight this lino." I'm like, "Fuck you, man! I'm not ready to fight a lino."
Yeah, that's a fun.
Yeah, you have to go get all the arrows from him. You don't have to fight him. You can just go sneak around and get the arrows.
That's what it's meant to do. It's meant to,
Yeah, I'm like, oh.
It's meant to teach you stealth. You definitely can't fight him yet. Like, you're definitely not ready for that.
Yeah.
My weapon game is getting good.
But I would tell you, it is super fun when you do cross that threshold. Like, there's definitely, in every one of my playthroughs, I definitely get to a point where I go like on a Lionel hunting spree. That's all right. Let's go farm these dudes. That's a good day. That's a fun time.
Okay. So that's why they give me all this stuff. Like, hey, you can use this stuff to sneak around with. It's like every fucking where. Like, okay, I guess you're trying to tell me to make some.
They're trying to teach you stealth. Which, honestly, the first time I played the game, completely disregarded, didn't pay attention to it. And I think it's easy to do. My last playthrough and just subsequent playthroughs, way more focus on that, because you can really, if you want to start farming like bugs and stuff, like, and actually start picking up like elixirs and buffs and stuff. Stealth, like, you need the stealth gear and stealth stuff to like catch them all, or they'll all run away. Lizards, things like that. So they're very helpful in that regard.
Okay.
But not so much like in terms of gameplay, like stealth missions or sneaking up on enemies and stuff. That's kind of nonsense.
Okay. But yeah, so far it's great. I'm enjoying my time in Hyrule. I'm only playing 2 games. I'm playing this and Death Stranding, but we're not talking about Death Stranding because it's not worth it talking about here. But yeah, I'm enjoying my game time a lot with Breath of the Wild, and I'll probably be finished by the end of 2025.
Nice.
Maybe 2026.
Maybe.
You have little doubt. I don't know.
There's a lot to do.
Hey, I finished, bro. I finished Tears
I'll
of the Kingdom.
counterpick it. I'll counterpick it.
I finished Tears of the Kingdom when I said I was going to finish
I'll take the counter.
It's probably going to take me like a year. Not even.
I'm betting against you, Delvin. I'm betting against you. You never.
Oh, you don't think I'm going to finish it at all?
No.
What?
Nah,
I'm betting against you.
I finished Tears of the Kingdom.
I think you will.
Unless something drastically bad happens, make me say I don't want to play this game anymore.
Well,
which I don't think is going to happen.
Have you seen the world?
Yeah, that's a good point. I may not make it to play this game.
I'm taking the field.
one week we might walk in and be like, "Where's Delvin? He's deported."
Just knowing your experience,
Like,
your switch will just blow up. You'll lose your save and everything. Yeah, like just knowing your general George take on life. It's like, I'll take the field. I like my odds.
That is a good point.
Like, you finishing Breath of the Wild's like a character in Final Destination. Like, nah, it's not gonna happen. Like, they're not getting.
He's not making it to the end of this.
Like, they're not making it.
Oh, I have faith. I think you will finish it, Delvin.
Yeah, if I make it.
Well,
literally like Final Destination.
Barring world circumstances.
well, I finished it.
Yeah.
I beat it.
Okay.
Last weekend, after the show last weekend, I went ahead and finished the game. I was finishing collecting up all of the Zelda memories. That was like my task for the day, and my last 7 or so memories were all on Castle Grounds, and one of them was in the throne room. So I had to walk in anyway. And I
loved sneaking through there the first time. So much fun.
It is, yeah, very fun, very exhilarating. Another place where stealth actually does matter, Delvin.
Okay.
Unless you get Majora's Mask, then you can just walk around freely. So that's nice too. Majora's Mask is a helpful item, especially for new players.
I forgot that was in the game.
Yeah, you gotta go get it. Gotta go find it.
I have to go do that.
Those are fun to do. Like the EX things, they're often hidden like around Guardians, so you do gotta have to like be careful and sneak around to find them, especially early on. Like you do it like in like first thing.
Okay, I need to find the guy who takes your Kurok seeds. I got a bunch of them. I can't find them.
Has to. Yeah, he's in stables. Early on in the game, you'll just find him at various stables, and then later he's in the Korok Forest.
Don't you have to give him his maracas first?
I think you might be right, actually, yeah.
It's like on the road to Kakariko Village.
Yeah, you're right.
And you have to help him because he lost his maracas, so it's really sad.
So that's why I got to find it. I got to find
So you got to go.
first.
You got to do that first.
Yeah, 'cause I have a lot.
And then you got to collect the memories. There's so much to do. So much.
I have like, I want to say 2 memories.
It's so funny. I was like, my last playthrough, I was like, all right, I know where everything is. I've efficientized this. It's going to be super easy and faster than ever. I think I was at 80 hours.
Very fast.
This is the exact same as the first time.
Yeah.
Great game.
And I'm excited to play it because after I finish that, I'm going right back into Persona 4. Persona 4 Gold. I got it on Switch the other day because it's on sale.
Nice.
So I'm like, hey, I bought a bunch of Switch stuff.
So I bought some Switch games that were on sale because of you, Delvin.
Oh, awesome.
They're here. There was one of the reasons I was late. not the reason, but they're on my dining room table. I bought the Patrick Starfish game
Yes.
and Bikini Bottom Rehydrated.
Nice.
Let's go, baby.
I got them both for less than $20 each.
Good
and,
price.
I think one of them is like a lot better on Switch too. From what
Are they good games?
I have no idea.
Rehydrated is.
I've heard that, and I was like, I'm gonna try them. Like,
I don't know anything about
I've
it.
been
Patrick
watching
Star,
some
not so much.
SpongeBob. I was like, but like, I want to try these out.
Yeah.
And they're shelf games.
Yeah. Rehydrated is pretty good.
People love that game, like kids. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a fun platformer.
Well, first off, I apologize for being late.
You're fine.
We definitely started late because of me. When Rebecca sent that message, just know, I was reading that message as I just woke up.
Not me.
Like,
Wasn't me.
I
I'm on
woke
time.
up at 9. This is my typical routine. I woke up at 9, check my phone, and usually I go back to sleep and I wake up for like an hour. I wake up around 10. And I went back to sleep and woke up right at 11. I was like, holy shit. Like, where did the time go?
I do that almost every week.
Yeah, it was. I
Right.
was like, oof.
I wake up at like 5:30 in the morning.
I've got
Do
a
you really?
Yeah.
What? What time do you go to bed?
It's got the old man.
It depends. If I'm recording PSVG, 2 o'clock in the
God.
morning. If it's a regular
And
day,
he's fighting for his life after about 11:05.
11,
This
a
man
regular
is
day
like
12.
leaning on the microphone to stay upright.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's a
On a regular day.
midnight.
Delvin, that is not enough sleep, 5.5 hours.
Probably not.
You're gonna die.
Well, I know that.
That's why you're not gonna finish Breath of the Wild. You're gonna die of sleep exhaustion.
No, that's not gonna be the reason.
Sleep is so important
There's
for your brain.
So many other reasons that's gonna kill me. Like heart
No, but like you
disease.
should
Further down on the list.
you should take that seriously. Sleep is so important for the brain.
Nah. My brain is
Okay. Weird transition, but
transition away from my death, Donnie.
yeah, thanks.
Good luck.
Trying to figure this one out. Weird. I have some accessories that I can show or talk about.
Okay.
So I've got the Savage Raven stand grip case, which is pretty nice. I'll put it on in a minute. But I also have these.
Oh,
There we go.
Oh.
well, that looks
Grips.
good. That's how it should have been designed, I feel like.
These grips that I had printed, these from a seller on Etsy. They're pretty easy to find. They pop right off.
It should have been designed that way.
There you go. Very nice ergonomic grip.
Those are great.
These are just
And does
3D
that stop
printed.
your hands from getting cramped?
It is very, no, for sure. It's a big improvement on just the portable experience. They just slide in there. They don't like lock in, but they the grips have like this felt on them, and that kind of squeezes the grip in there and just makes it pretty tight. What I will say, if anybody's interested, I think this is a great option if you don't want to spend like more money, because these were like $20. These were pretty cheap. So for the price, this is a really good option. It was funny because I don't like this more than the stand grip. Like just to hold, I really enjoy the stand grip. I'm about to take these off and show you what it looks like when it's in. But I say that, and since these grips have come in, I haven't taken them off. Like I've been playing my Switch portably all week, and I just haven't put it back in the stand grip. I do like that these with this grip, obviously it's dockable. You can dock it, so that's a big help. One point of contention, while it's not like the D brand grip, where if you pop it off, it falls, but there is the magnets are not as strong with these grips on. Like you can feel like I can pull it away
Yeah.
without pressing easier. So whatever it's doing to that vacuum in that space, like it's kind of the same as the D brand, just not as severe. So just know that about it.
That would
I have
annoy me.
Yeah, like because it doesn't fall out or anything, I don't think it matters. But it just, like if you pull on it, there's a little, and it's not really if you pull, it's if you twist. If you corkscrew on it, it'll come out.
So
If you
like
pull,
it's
in
probably
there.
fine unless I'm playing Splatoon.
Yeah, if you're gripping real hard or like trying to flex it. If you're trying to flex the system, it might be a problem. So I like those. These are nice. This is a nice cheap edition. So let me take these off and let me show you the stand grip. I love the stand grip. Big fan. Maybe the biggest reason why I love the stand grip is how fast it is to actually pop on and off. Because the stand grip, like Rebecca's case, Delvin, the stand grip does not dock.
Okay.
So
Mine pops off like this.
So this is cat, please. Okay. So the stand grip is just, exactly what it sounds like. It's a little grip that goes on. It's got little handles. They're not as pronounced as the grips from Etsy. The reason they call it the stand grip is the way that this is designed. It can literally stand. You see the bases are flat. It can literally just stand up on its own. So you can just set it on the table and it just stands up.
Okay.
So this is super cheap. This is also like $20, $25. I really like holding this. I didn't think so because my hands flail out versus like grip in. Like the grips aren't pronounced. They don't do this. But I started playing and got very comfortable doing this. Like this is very nice and cozy. And then the only reason I even bought this case was this. The faceplate goes on. And now that's my travel case. Now I just throw it in the bag.
It goes over it?
Yeah, it's a faceplate that it's got these little tabs. It just wraps on top of it and clips onto it. And then that faceplate comes off.
Oh, interesting.
So
So it protects the screen better.
Exactly. Instead of having like a big zipper case that I now have to carry or put into another bag, now I just have this. And I can just throw this into a bag.
Looks kind of cool.
Yeah, I like it for the price and the ergonomics. Like tis very nice. I like this a lot. If I could make it dock, I may never take it out of this. I may just keep it in this forever, which we'll talk about here in a minute with the news. I have another pair of grips that are on the way that I think are better. They're more expensive, but I think they're better. They're made by somebody that just does a lot of grips. And instead of like just sliding in, like I think they wrap around the Joy-Con, like the whole thing. So I think they'll be more secure as well. But we'll see. They're not here yet. On the game front, I've been playing Cyberpunk. I've been playing Strikers. I've been playing NBA 2K. I've just been Oh, hang on. I played a lot of Mario Kart.
Ooh, tell us.
I've completed all the cups, and I'm working on completing all the cups in knockout mode, knockout tour, grand tour, whatever.
What did you think of Rainbow Road?
Oh, it's beautiful. My favorite's Boo Cinema. Like I was over the moon with that. I was like, this level's incredible.
That's the best one.
This is my highlights for the entire game are just the levels. I think the levels are great. Having completed as many cups as I have now, I wish there were more levels. I wish there were more tracks. I'm not sure if that's something everyone else shares or not. I was like, man.
People are saying that, and I think I talked about this before, but like I don't have as much of a problem with it because if you pick like the individual, like not in the cup, but like just the individual verses, like you can pick like to and from each like the paths make it different.
So here was the interesting part that I wanted to maybe perhaps bring to the show, because I think I just mainlined so many courses. I've started playing more of the free roam and kind of starting to dig it.
Oh,
Okay.
What changed?
I started playing it while listening to a podcast. That's an excellent dude. He is ripping it, man. Like, wow. Talk about Delvin dying in his sleep. You need to make sure they can breathe.
Hey.
He didn't sleep well last night. I can't wake him up.
Okay, that's fine. But yeah, I started listening to a podcast and kind of fucking around with free roam while listening to a podcast is actually quite enjoyable.
Okay.
I think that's what's missing is like I need like music
mindless,
or something
yes.
like it is mindless. Yeah.
Yes.
That's what's missing. Like Forza Horizon has radio channels, like Grand Theft Auto has radio channel. Like I felt like maybe that's it. Like I just needed that extra thing, and and I just started aimlessly wandering around. Like, I'll just do this P-switch. I still wish it was more involved. I wish it was like the actual game. You started courses from there, and there were other activities, and it was being tracked and completed. I wish all of that was.
Me too.
I had the impression when the game was announced that that's what it was. So that I think kept me away from it. But now that I've done all the courses and like done the Mario Kart part, I do think I was like looking for something new, like something different to do.
For
And,
as polished as the world of it is, like I feel like it's very well designed, like the way that
the way
it all
the tracks
connects.
lay out. Yeah. Yes.
But I feel like it's not very like well polished. Of like, well, what do you do when you're
Gamified.
there?
It's not fully gamified.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: when you jump off a really high area, you don't get a glider.
Unless there's like unless there's like
ramp.
a little like
You only get a glider if you hit a ramp. And I'm just like, why? Like, I should be able to glide off of like any surface.
It would be cool if you could like pull out the glider at any time and like yeah. Like kind of like a Breath of the Wild type of parasail, like jump off something and just like glide as far as you can.
Yeah. Like if that's the whole goal is to just kind of trek all over this map, like I feel ill-equipped to do so. But also kind of makes for some, like last night I found this like wraparound pathway that had coins on it that like I wanted to fly to but couldn't. So I ended up just having to like figure out like how to jump around to it, and just figuring out how to do that was fun. Now once I figured it out, I realized that had I literally looked at it from like a different angle, I could have jumped off the road and just landed there.
Yeah.
But I had fun trying to like break the game my way up there.
Yeah.
So
which you can in a lot of cases, like get there in an unintended way.
So that's been fun. Like I've been just kind of chilling out a couple nights, you know. I don't play it for long. It's kind of like a palate cleanser, like between games. Like if I'm just kind of not sure what I want to play, kind of boot up a little Mario Kart and just kind of drive around, maybe listen to something.
And that's why I feel like it's appealing, like in between matches when you're playing online and stuff. Like
maybe so.
You just,
yeah.
You know, you have like a minute usually to just kind of drive wherever you want, like do a little challenge, wherever, you know, whatever you want to do.
I did find a challenge that I failed on like twice, and I was like, ooh.
Some of them are hard.
Yeah, like I kept going. It does scratch that itch. I just wish it was more, again, if it was being collected and tracked, I think it'd be more of a thing.
And it's not like, I don't know.
Like, I'm about to grind these out. Like I'm not.
I don't know how you feel about it, but like I just feel like for the ones that are tough, like if I don't do it in the first like 2 or 3 tries, I kind of give up on it if I don't think I can do it, because I don't think the prize is worthwhile. Like you just get a sticker. Like, okay, I can live without this sticker.
100% believe you there, but I don't have that in me. Like if I can't do it, I'm like, well, nothing else is about to happen until this is finished.
Yeah.
Like.
Whereas I can just move on. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, it's not worth doing. Like, I still don't feel that. But I am having more fun with it. And generally having more fun with Mario Kart. Mario Kart's very good.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
So that's it for me. You guys ready to do some of this news?
Let's get to this news.
Yes.
All right, so 8 minutes of Kong. We had Donkey Kong Bananza previews come out this week. There was also an 8-minute overview trailer. Where they covered like the story and they introduced Pauline. It was basically like a mini direct. It was the same stuff in the direct, just condensed into like a shorter trailer. Nintendo has finally confirmed that Donkey Kong Bananza is being developed by the Mario Odyssey team. For some odd reason, this has been, I guess, like on the minds of the people like in debate. I thought it was pretty well known the moment we saw the game. Like, I was like, that's the Galaxy team. Like, it looks just like it.
Odyssey. They use the same like UI and camera mode as Odyssey.
Like it looks
it's like
just like it, but I guess people were thinking maybe they split teams or I don't know. Each level in the game is entirely climbable and destructible, revealing secrets, environmental puzzles, alternate paths, and challenge courses. So the entire thing you can just destroy if you wanted to. It's pretty neat. Lots of previews, and I say lots, I read like 4 of them, and I think all 4 of them mentioned the Odyssey-like comparison, either Odyssey-like design, or one of them, I think several of them all pointed to kind of like the Odyssey-like nature of like distraction. like attention span distraction. Like you're doing something like, hey, go
And
do
you
this
see,
level,
ooh,
and
shiny.
you stumble across 6 different things, and all of a sudden
Yeah.
you forgot what you're doing. I think they all kind of mention that is just kind of the game. Performance and camera was mentioned in every one of the previews I read as well. So that was something that I heard a lot about from the hands-on impressions. So it doesn't look like the time between those two have fixed that at all. We'll see on launch, but it seems like this game just kind of, has a lot of dips. It struggles to hold a solid frame rate, and there's like an auto when you're crushing everything, the camera kind of like auto follows Kong, and I've heard a lot of people say that bothers them. That there's something about the camera that, like I've heard people ask like if it's nauseous, it
That's
makes
not
it
good.
nauseous, something like I don't know. Without playing, it's hard to say, but like I've heard enough people bring it up that people should be aware of it. And it's out July 17th.
Well, I
So,
probably should mention
about a
this
week and a
now.
half from now.
Me and Delvin Jr. went to Target yesterday, and it was there so you can play it.
Ooh.
Yeah, you play the demo?
He played it, yeah. He liked it a lot. I was watching him play it.
Any
It looked really
issues?
good. He didn't have any issues with it.
Okay.
He said he liked it a lot. He was enjoying his time with it. He's excited for the game to come out. It made him want to play it even more.
Nice. That is good.
Nice looking game. Looks really good.
Yeah, I don't like. That's kind of crazy that the performance, I think, would be, an issue. They must really be using all of, pushing the specs of the console.
get
But
it.
the camera issues concern me, I think, because I do get a little bit nauseous sometimes.
I get it if it's with seemingly everything that you're doing, with everything being destructible and whatnot. That's probably a lot on the, I would
Right.
imagine, on the processor to handle. That said, the new console just came out. It's not great if like the big first party.
We're
game
already
can't-
pushing the hardware.
We're already,
Yeah.
like it's like, man, I don't know. Maybe I was holding out hope that maybe we would hear about like a performance mode or something that they could introduce. Maybe they haven't implemented like DLSS or something with it yet. I don't know, but yeah, we'll see. I'm super excited for it. It
Well,
looks incredible.
To be
So
fair,
I'll be
it's
there.
it's not technically out yet. So they'll
Right.
probably have a day one patch or something like that. That'll fix a lot of
I hope that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
What I'm hoping for.
That's what I'm assuming.
We've got some news on Switch dock stuff. So we've been talking about this in the Discord for a couple weeks now. I posted a Reddit thread of people testing various docks out there. And it was pretty surprising early on that none of them worked. Like my ROG Ally dock doesn't work. The Steam Deck dock that I have doesn't work. A lot of the the Genki covert docks that we used to have, the travel docks don't work. A lot of USB-C docks don't work. And everybody's like, why doesn't any of these work? Well, an article came out from The Verge stating that the Switch 2 dock uses a new kind of dedicated encryption chip plus scheme to allow docking on Switch 2. JSO have told The Verge that they're halting plans to make a Switch 2 dock because of this.
That's so annoying.
Now, that said, there actually are a couple docks that have been proven to work. So, the Suiku, SIWIQU. The Suiku for Nintendo Switch 2 dock is on Amazon. It's like $30. It's a little triangular, like, kind of dock, and you just set the Switch on it.
That sounds
And it
like
does
a
work.
like a cheap Chinese brand.
Well, that would be an apt response because I don't. We have some folks in the Discord that bought it, and I don't want to rain on anybody's parade. But when you go look at reviews for it, there's about a 50% hit rate. Like you either love it or it broke after 2 months. There's a lot of people like. There's a lot of like it worked and then it didn't. So that one's out there. Aver Media has a line of docks. There's a like a portable dock. Then there's a capture card dock. It's
Wait,
their Go
I just
series.
somebody just gave me their capture card, Aver Media.
Oh, that's cool. I used to have one of those too.
Yeah.
So Aver Media has a line of docks that's called their Go series. I think there's 3 different ones. There's the I forget what it's called. It's the Go Pro, and then like the Go Pro dock. All of them work with Switch 2. They're more pricey. I think the cheapest end on that is like $80. But it's a 100-watt charger, portable dock. So it seems pretty nice.
If I'm spending $80 on a third-party dock, I would just get the first-party dock.
The difference being that this is a travel dock, it's like a covert dock. So it looks like a power brick.
Oh.
Like the cord from your Switch goes to the brick, and then the HDMI from the brick to the TV. There is no like quote unquote dock. You just plug in your Switch. So
I see.
It'd be easier to carry. And then Vitcher, those are those people that make those virtual glasses that I was telling you guys about. Like I could see Nintendo maybe doing something like VR wise one day. Their dock that they use works. So I don't think that Nintendo is like doing some proprietary you must buy our dock thing. Sounds like they have like some enhanced, I don't know, protocol on the new dock that maybe is just not a common format used everywhere. But I doubt these devices wouldn't work out of the gate if it was something proprietary Nintendo was doing, right? Like these devices weren't made for Switch 2. These devices already existed. So I think, they just changed it to something that's less used. So I imagine we'll get more options rolling out here soon. But there are a couple out there if you want a dock. So I also saw somebody on YouTube actually push down the pins in the Switch 2 dock and then put a USB extender and then a cable out and plugged in the Switch. That worked too. So you could do that if you wanted. Nintendo of Canada announced price changes across the entire Switch family of systems this week. Exactly how much everything is going up, we don't know. That'll be announced on August 1st. But they said, quote, pricing for the original Nintendo Switch family of systems and products in Canada will change based on market conditions. And nobody's expecting that means to go down.
It was already so expensive in Canada.
That's true. That's true. So this is not just the hardware. Amiibos are going up, games are going up, even digital games are going up, accessories, and Nintendo Switch Online is going up, and we do know the prices for that. So Nintendo Switch Online per month is going up $1. 3 months is going up $2. 12 months is going up $5. The family plan is going up $5. NSO plus expansion pack for an individual is going up $6. Then Nintendo Switch Online for plus a family plan for 12 months is going up $10. Switch 2 prices will not be affected by these price increases.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, but NSO is on the Switch 2, and that's affected. Amiibo can be used on the Switch 2. That's affected.
True. Yeah. But the actual console will not be going up. America and Canada are having somewhat of a trade war right now, where they keep going back and forth. So I think this is out of that. We talked about on PSVG when this was announced, there were a lot of people really bad with Nintendo. I guess they just expect them to eat all these costs, which I've got no fault there. And it's like Nintendo doesn't need NSO to go up $2. Like they could just eat that. So I've got no qualms there. But it felt odd, like weirdly placed. Like these two countries are going back and forth like in a trade war, and we're like, how can Nintendo do this? It's like they're not really doing it.
See what Nintendo did?
Yeah, it's kind of that's how it felt to me. Maybe there are people that are like, this shouldn't matter. Nintendo shouldn't do this.
All these people yelling at Nintendo for doing that probably voted for Trump.
Yeah,
Probably.
maybe.
They didn't vote at all.
That's probably.
I'm so mad. Can I just say how mad I am?
Here we go.
Yes, you can. This is a podcast. That's all we do on here.
Sit down. Everyone pull a chair.
It's not video game related.
What?
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, we know.
I just
see,
hate
you're on
Trump.
shows.
I just hate him.
You?
I
Get
just
out of
hate.
here.
I
No.
hate. And if you voted for him, like I
She
hate
hates
you
you too.
too. Yeah.
Rebecca said like that.
Rebecca with the heel
They-
promo. I love it.
Donnie,
I
they
hate
are
you too.
locking people up in concentration camps.
Yeah.
And we're sitting here talking about video games.
Yeah, that prison sounds a lot worse than that.
Like, I can't sleep at night thinking about this. Like, it's just so, like, we will always
I can
be
drive
like,
to Alligator Alcatraz. It's not
Right.
that far. It's like an hour drive.
didn't it, like, get hit by, like, a sinkhole or something?
No, that's just the Everglades. It's in the fucking
Yeah,
Everglades.
just
Only
flooded.
a moron
flooded.
built something like that in the Everglades where it constantly floods at.
I feel like we will always
People
be
are gonna
like,
die.
oh, if I lived in Nazi Germany, I would never have let them take the Jews away. And here we are sitting
people were lying.
here letting them take away. Like, if you're brown and not documented, like, they're taking them away. And we're just sitting here letting it happen.
They're taking away legal citizens.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And like, I'm sorry. I just like, the tariffs just made me think about it again. And I just like, I'm so upset. And I feel like helpless. Like I want to not sit around, but what do you do?
Well, since you brought it up.
I'm sorry. I know this is a video game podcast.
Okay.
It's just like, it feels like irresponsible to not talk about it.
I will answer what I was talking about yesterday when I said I appreciate this community. So yesterday, I had a friend who I knew from high school called me up, right? He's like, hey, yeah, man, I just lost my job and all this stuff. I'm not going to say his name or stuff like that. And he's talking about how he has to get like welfare right now and just put in workers' compensation and stuff like that. Like, yeah, man, it sucks, man. It sucks. Just times are hard. Then he goes on, yeah, man, but Trump's going to make it right. I'm like, huh?
He's the reason why you probably aren't able to get help when you're unemployed.
I'm like, have you seen the things that's happening? You think he's going to help you? I'm like, yeah, but these tax breaks, they're going to come to us, right? Like, no. Motherfucker, have you read?
Big, beautiful bullshit bill, where people are going to lose their SNAP. People are going to lose everything. Like,
and then he started going into some other stuff.
I grew up on that stuff.
Yeah.
I've had multiple conversations with people at work and family, and they're like, good, we're getting these people off. I'm like, I grew up on food stamps.
Yeah.
Like, I survived. I remember real food stamps. Like, I had real food coupons.
Yeah. People don't understand that.
I would rather my tax dollars go to feeding people than to go into, like, military and ICE.
Let me explain something. Like, I work in property management. So a lot of people that we work with, especially since it's in the inner city, are people on Section 8.
Yeah.
And these people
I had Section 8.
physically cannot work.
Yep.
Like, we have people
and that's not it's not even about that. It's about,
you got veterans that are hungry.
It's not
they
about
fought for our country.
Yeah.
What it is they're just going to put a mountain of paperwork between those two things to weed out the people that won't suffer it.
Yes.
Like, there'll be people, and I'm one of those people. You just give me a bunch of hoops to jump through, and I'm like, never mind.
Yes.
Like, I'll handle it.
Or people who maybe they can't read in English because maybe they speak Spanish, or they're not educated.
Well, they definitely don't want to. Yeah, like, they're definitely trying to get them off of it. But even
that makes me so mad too, because English is not the official language of the United States. We have no official language. Come speak Spanish here. I don't care. You're valid.
Yeah.
I find it crazy that in Miami and in South Florida, actually, Spanish is the official language of this area.
Yes.
And it's like most people here speak Spanish,
and that's fine.
Are affecting them.
Yep.
And to end this, I'll tell you this: every Sunday morning, right? Not every Sunday, I'll say, I go to Home Depot. I like fixing up stuff in my yard. I just bought this plant, jalapeno plant. I just planted in my yard this morning.
Nice.
And every week, right, I go there, and you see, like, when you go there early in the morning, you see the day workers out there waiting, the illegals waiting to, get some work and stuff like that. And over the last several months, I used to see the same people there working, like waiting for somebody to come pick them up. That group has gotten smaller and smaller and smaller. And now I went out there this morning, it was only 2 guys.
Oh.
And it's not because the work has dried up. It's because either they're scared,
the fear,
or they're getting picked up.
The fear.
I don't like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah, my only 2 cents that I'll add into this is that I think the frustration that we all share, I think that most people share, is that there's no negotiating with this. There's no revelatory moment. You can't make the light bulb come on. Like, you're dealing with what essentially is a cult-like hive mind. Like, and there's a lot of them, and I'm sure you have, I've tried to engage, and it's the levels that they'll go to excuse any of this is you can't. I mean, you can't reason with it. It doesn't make any sense. So it does feel helpless.
To answer Yarden's question, unfortunately, Yarden, essentially all the hardware stores in South Florida have, pretty much every business in South Florida has donated millions to Trump. So
I know it's hard. It's hard to find places that aren't, because it's, you know, in the interest for a lot of those big corporations.
Home Depot.
So unfortunately,
Lowe's.
The gap is getting so wide that, you know, the smaller ones like don't survive anymore.
He's just cutting their taxes. Like, of course they're gonna get, like, they're giving that as cheaper.
Even the small businesses have like Trump flags there. So like, oh, just can't even. So it's like, if I want to get stuff done in my house, I'd probably have to go to one of those places.
The last election proved it. They're not the minority. It's not like a little group that you're scared of. It's everyone.
Yeah. It's not like you.
I've been trying to say since election day, we are the minority.
Yeah. I live in Florida. That is, it's completely red.
Yeah, isn't Yarden in like California or something? California is like not the same.
I too, Delvin, I live here, and outside of Fulton County.
Yeah.
They
Me
love
and
the
Donnie are in the minority.
Like fucking
like by a lot.
Yeah, he's God to these people.
Yeah.
And there's just, again, and that's kind of what you're dealing with. It is a religious type of like zealousy.
Yeah.
It's hard you can't reason with it. You can prove it to them. Beyond the benefit, you can bring fact after fact and show it to them. They do not care. The scary thing that I keep trying to at least convey to them, and this just comes off historically, they've painted these illegal immigrants as the evil. Okay, well, what happens when you solve that problem? They're going to have to find a new
And they
evil.
need someone else to blame, yeah.
So then who's next? That's the scary thing there. And I keep just trying to keep that in the back of people's brains.
That's why I always keep going. That's why I am fearful the most, because usually, based off history, it usually comes back to black people. Like, we become thugs.
Well, yeah, because like if you think like back to World War II, like, you know, the main evil was the Jews, but there were a lot more than just Jewish people that died in the Holocaust. Like they went to anyone they didn't like.
Way, when ICE gets all their money and they get their way and they get to do everything they want to do, and then when they realize that the problems that they've been trying to say would all be fixed if this happened don't get fixed, then what?
Mm-hmm. Anyway, I'm sorry that I, went off on that tangent.
No,
I'm so mad.
Sometimes you need it. Sometimes you need to get
Furthermore, can they pay the sanitation workers in Philadelphia? I keep seeing TikToks and the trash is piling high because they're on strike.
On the streets.
Oh my God. Oh,
this reminds me of my story when I went to New York.
Just pay them.
I was like, Donnie, why is there trash on the streets? And you were like, that's a common thing there. Like, they don't have dumpsters? What's going on here?
Making the people of Philadelphia, that is the wrong people that you want to make mad. Like, let me tell you. Anyway.
What a great negotiating tactic. What a great negotiating tactic.
People are putting them at City Hall.
Fine, then we won't pick up any more trash.
Yeah.
That'll pick up pretty quickly.
In the 100-degree heat, by the way.
Oh, that trash
is
to end, like, not to end, but to transition out of this to maybe something sweeter. No, you're good. I don't know if anybody else is doing this, but like, and I definitely feel like the older I get, the more I'm doing this. But like lately, especially lately, I have just trying to be like just a much friendlier, nicer, kinder person to just anybody. Yeah. Like, cause like I can't fix anything. Right? Like we went and held signs on No King's Day and all that. Like we tried to do what we can, but like generally I'm just trying to be nicer to people that I pass by. It's just like, man, the world's fucked. Like the last thing we need is anybody catching strays over nonsense. It's like fast food workers, anybody that waits on me, anybody like the cashiers, just people. I just try to be very, very nice and friendly.
And like letting people know that like you're, a safe person, because I feel like those people, they probably all feel very, hopeless and helpless too. And I think just like smiling or like wearing like a rainbow bracelet or like something.
I'm driving a little slower. I'm allowing more space. I don't care if people get in front of me. I'm like, hey man, just come over. Like, we're all trying to go to the same place. Like, let's all.
I mean, that's really all you can do, right? Like, we can't make huge change, but if you can, make those little changes in your community, just day by day. It's something.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Good
trying
job,
to do.
Jordan.
Ah. Anyway,
job,
video
Jordan. I respect
games.
Just go yell at him, Jordan, just for no reason at all. Just say, you
White
did this,
man.
and just walk away.
July games. We've got a bunch coming out. So it's July, what is it, the 6th? Yeah, July 6th. So here's what we're looking for. Patapon and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater are out next week on the 11th. And then, as we mentioned already, Donkey Kong Bananza comes out on the
You want to hear
17th.
something funny? I'm looking at the show notes, right? And when I read this note, I'm so embarrassed. I read Tony Hawk's Pro Skater as Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3.5.
3/4.
Rather than 3/4.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like Lion King 1.5.
Shadow Labyrinth comes out on the 18th. WWE 2K25 on the 23rd. Super Mario Party Jamboree expansion pack, or whatever they're called, upgrade pack, on the 24th. Wild Hearts, do you remember that Monster Hunter clone EA game that came out and died? And
it looks
they're bringing
cool.
that to Switch. But didn't they cancel everybody? I thought that game died and the studio
I thought
died.
they did, yeah.
Yeah, but
I have it. I just never played it. It looks really
they're
cool.
still porting it over. No Sleep for Konami Date on the 25th. Tales of the Shire comes out on the 29th. And then Ninja Gaiden Ragebound closes out the month on the 31st.
I thought half of these games were out already. What do you mean Tales of the Shire's not out? What do you mean the Jamboree update's not out?
These are not out yet. These are still on the way.
I thought Shadow Labyrinth was out.
Nope. Are you getting any of these? Because I'm getting half of these.
I'm getting Shadow Labyrinth. I'm getting WWE 2K25. And probably getting Tony Hawk.
I'm getting Donkey Kong, Shadow Labyrinth, WWE.
Well, I already pre-ordered Donkey Kong.
I'm getting Mario Party, and probably maybe not day one on Ragebound, but we'll definitely get that one too. That's a lot. Like, I didn't realize how many. Like, I'm gonna have a new game like every week. Like, that's gonna be too much.
I think I'm
right. Like, why did I buy these? I'm just gonna be playing Donkey Kong. Why did I buy these other games?
now that I say it out loud, I'm getting most of these.
Maybe I should cancel these games. Like, I am getting WWE 2K. That's it's like 80 gigs. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the 2K games are a lot.
It's a heavy download. Yeah.
The one
I hope it's good. I hope it's good.
Basketball on PS5 is like 100 and something gigs.
you know, we're gonna get 2K26. It should be like 190 gigabytes.
Yeah, it's gonna be like that.
I
Wait
don't know why their basketball game is so damn big.
So Jamboree, that's the update with that uses the camera.
Yeah.
That wasn't out on day one.
Nope.
No.
I haven't. And listen, I have never used my camera.
I have my camera still in a box.
Looked at it, waved at it, was like, "This is cool," and then set it on the shelf, and I haven't touched it since. And here's the thing, I don't know if I'm going to. I was excited when they showed it, like in the at launch. On launch day, I would have
I feel like it was
jumped and done the
thing.
coins. Now I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that.
No.
It does feel like that novelty is kind of wore off. Rebecca's big guess, right? Like her big prediction, our what was it? Our time capsule? Didn't you say that 2-3 years from now, the camera thing won't even be a thing? Like nobody.
And the mouse, I feel like none of the games are.
We have a whole button dedicated for this.
Yes.
Nobody's going to.
That's pretty funny. It might be spot on. We'll see. Some headlines. Nintendo's facing a legal dispute in Brazil from their Consumer Rights Office over their user agreement about breaking consoles. So Brazil is about to tangle with Nintendo, saying you're not allowed to do this to our consumers.
The 7 Brazil Switch owners.
I was just about to say, I think if they push too hard, Nintendo will be like, all right, bye, Felicia.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're going to change.
Watch this.
Right. I don't think they're going to change their entire global policy for Brazil, but we'll see.
Nah.
Maybe they will. The first 3 Pokemon movies are being added to Pokemon TV on YouTube this summer. The first movie went up yesterday.
They have been
Pokemon the movie.
They have been adding the episodes free to YouTube. Josh has been putting them on, and I'm like, hey,
I have too.
Yeah. And they're on season, I don't know, 2 or something. I would like to rewatch at least the first movie or 2.
So good. So nostalgic.
So good.
You remember going to the theaters? You remember the Pokeball and like the gold little card stand? I don't know what we called those things now.
Did I watch this in theaters? I think I might.
No?
That was
Okay.
where they gave you the Mew card.
Yeah, the Mew card.
Mew.
Yeah. Yes, the promos and all that. God, the Pokemon movie was such a time. It was like core memory unlocked.
Oh yeah, I definitely watched this in theaters.
Yeah.
It was in '98. Yeah, I watched this in theaters.
I'm gonna watch it
Might just
again.
be US. Hyrule said not for everyone.
I went with some.
Oh, that sucks.
Not on all
Sorry.
the YouTubes, just the
Well,
US YouTubes.
Sorry,
I
Canada.
went with some nerd girl to go see this
Mexico.
in theaters.
We have to deal with everything that we're dealing with, but we got a free Pokemon movie.
Let's go.
Yes.
Fuck it.
Just use a VPN. Canada, Europe.
There's also a new series of shorts called Pokemon Summer Stories on YouTube, and the first one was out yesterday.
Okay.
Do you guys ever watch any of those ever?
The what?
Sometimes I watch them.
Any of the
when I remember
shorts? They have like a bunch of these little short series. One of them is my favorite Pokemon thing ever, like animation wise.
Is it Cubone?
It's Cubone and Snorlax, and like they're like living this happy time together in the woods. And it's like 4 minutes of the cutest thing. I'm like I was just like big tears. I'm just like, oh,
That's awesome.
They do a
It's
lot
so
of this.
good.
Like
It's so cute.
a lot of just little random non-money makers. Like I see on TikTok sometimes the official Pokemon account will just have like a 2-minute animation that's like tugs at your heartstrings like that. It's like
Yeah.
cool.
It's like they're just trying to find like a cool time. It's like it reminds me it's like almost Ori vibes. And it just helps that like these are two of like my favorite Pokemon. And like Cubone is like sleeping on his belly and he's like using it like a trampoline and he makes like little noise just like, oh my god,
That's so cute.
loins on fire. So cute. Retro Fighters, who I love, have announced a Battle Dock Kickstarter. This is a dock cover. So you take your Switch 2 dock and you put it inside this dock, and it makes the face appear like the front of a GameCube with working controller ports that you can actually plug into and use.
That's cool
That
as hell.
connects to your Switch on the back via the USB ports and powers, and you can plug in actual wired GameCube controllers and play the games.
That is very, very cool.
I didn't see a price. I think the Kickstarter hasn't kicked off yet. I don't think I would get one just because I don't plug in GameCube controllers enough to like warrant like a. But it is very cool. There's different colors, so you can have spice or purple or black. Like you can. It's very nice. It's very cool little. I love these little weird accessories that we get in Nintendo Land.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And the Super Mario Strikers again available now. GameCube, go play it. I played it last night. It has
So
a
much
16 has a 16:9 option, so you can full screen it if you want. When you're in the game, just press start, go to visual options, 16:9, you can full screen it. I played like 4 matches last night, and as Rebecca has already documented, 'tis very good. Strikers is awesome. So
I can't wait for them to add more. I want them to add Animal Crossing, GameCube. I want them to add like, aren't they going to add Pokemon Coliseum or something? Isn't that on the list?
yeah, that's on the list.
So many good ones.
I saw a headline from Nintendo Life that I think is worth shouting out, where when you guys updated your GameCube app for Strikers, did you realize like the update took a minute? Did you realize that? Like it took a couple minutes. Like it's not like a little.
Yeah, it wasn't instant. Yeah.
Because the GameCube games are heavier to download. Like it's just downloading Strikers.
Yeah.
So Nintendo Life was like, should Nintendo, with how precious storage space, allow us to pick and choose which GameCube games we download in the app? And I'm like, yes,
Absolutely.
that's really good. Like, yeah, when you we should be able to open the app and like see a checkbox or something as to whether or not this game is downloaded. And yeah,
Because there are some that I know I'll never play. And
if-
like the F-Zero GX, like I'm never going to play that. I don't want it taking up space.
my fear would be is that Nintendo would hold back on how many games they put out for it because they don't want to take up 20, 30 gigs of your storage.
Right. And you don't want to download or delete the whole app every time that you need some, some storage space. Then you're not going to use NSO.
And I don't want them to rotate games in and out of it either.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
I
like
wonder
that
if
does.
they end up going that route for the GameCube ones. Like
I could see
the
it.
other retro consoles, like they take up no space, so it's like it doesn't really matter. but
Yeah.
the GameCube ones, I feel like it, you know, it
'Cause
will
if they
matter.
don't, I could
Let's
see
get
it
like
being
20
like
games.
I could see it being like we only gave you like 9 games because we want to keep it small, or games rotate out, and I don't want that to happen. So they should try and figure out if they can figure that out. That would be a nice quality of life improvement. Or you'll just end up you'll end up using 32 gigs of local storage, like downloading game. Like I'm not opposed to, like, I'll download them. So like if that's the solution, then we'll make do. I've already almost filled up I think I'll fill up my 1 terabyte card by the end of next month.
Would you really?
I'm already at like I think I'm at 600 gigs already.
I'm being selective about what I have downloaded, and then when
Sadly, I am too.
Yeah.
Like, sadly, I am too. I don't have everything I want downloaded. It's just like the stuff that I'm playing.
No, I only have about a third of it taken up, the system memory.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, I played Street Fighter. I didn't really talk about it here, right?
Oh, we talked about it a little last week.
We talked about getting it, but I mean, I've been playing it. Did you know you can play retro games in Street Fighter?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I'm playing Mega Man and Super Mighty Fighter, whatever. I was like, what the this is wild.
Yeah. It's
There's
pretty
just
good.
there's an arcade just shoved in the menus. You can just go to, like, it's like in the gallery. Like, I thought gallery was for
Old
like
Capcom games.
the posters that you get after you beat the campaigns and stuff, like the art. I'm like, no, there's actually, you unlock actual games you can play. It's pretty wild. So I'm still playing Street Fighter. Street Fighter's awesome. And I'm also playing Dusk, which is incredible on Switch 2. So I'm just kind of bouncing around. Probably keep doing that until Donkey Kong arrives.
Okay.
That's the news, Rebecca.
Questions directly from you. And I'll let you guys answer this first one when I run to the bathroom. From Robbie, do you think Nintendo will bring another Marvel Ultimate Alliance game to the Switch 2?
This question's made for me. No, I don't think they will.
Yeah,
I think the first one did good, but not good enough. I kind of want to say, in retrospect, that should have been a timed exclusive that was multi-platform. I think they did a lot better that way. And plus, even with it coming out, I think it was critically, like, mixed received. I think eventually it'll probably come back, but it'll probably be a multi-platform game. And yeah, just didn't work. I liked it a lot. I liked it for what it was. It was good to see it back, had the fun vibe to it, but it's a little disappointing.
I also don't think they need to bring him back, but I have completely different reasons than you. I think that, of course, any game that's multi-platform would do better. So I think that's just the rule of video games. The more players you can market to, the more you'll sell. I don't think that really matters. I think Nintendo commissioned Marvel Ultimate Alliance to have an exclusive game featuring superhero properties that would drive people to the console. And the game came out somewhat, like on the first half of the Switch, right? When they're still
early life cycle.
unveiling that out. So I think that fit a role for Nintendo. I don't think Nintendo needs that gap to be filled on Switch 2. We have Marvel versus Capcom fighting collections like 1 and 2. We have other Marvel games. We have the Marvel Cosmic Alliance game that's coming. Like, I don't think that's necessary right now. Like, the Switch has achieved a point where you would expect those games to show up. So I don't think Nintendo needs that gap to be covered right now. Yeah. So I think they can rely on third parties for that. I wouldn't rule out that Tokon game coming to Switch 2 one day.
Oh,
it won't be at launch. It won't be at launch, but it's not an exclusive, right? It's coming to PC as well.
Correct.
So I could see after a year or two. I wouldn't put it out. I wouldn't rule it out seeing that game show up at a direct one day.
Yeah, that's
so
coming.
I think that would make sense. And yeah, I think the Switch 2 will have some superhero games.
It's gonna have a bunch.
Yeah, but the Switch 1, had they not made that game, might not have had any for a while. Like, they needed that game to fill in that gap. So
and it did.
Yeah. So
I 100% agree.
Good
nice.
job, Becca.
We did it.
Question from F2P Joe.
Free to play Joe.
What?
It's free to play Joe.
That's not what it
It's
says.
every week.
That's not what it says. It says F2P Joe.
She reads what's on the teleprompter. I'm gonna like start spelling it out, like all words. Free to play Joe.
He asks us, "What's the longest you've ever gone without gaming?"
Kyle asks, "Would Marvel Rivals run on Switch?" 100%. That game's coming.
Yes, it would.
Yeah.
That's coming.
It's the longest you guys have gone without gaming.
From ages 1 to 3, 3 years.
That's probably it's probably mine too.
Yeah, if you don't count that. Well, I've been playing video games since I was like 2.
Yeah. I'm always playing video games. It's how much video games I'm playing that ebbs and flows.
I will say probably 2 months.
I'm sure probably like in high school or college when, a couple weeks of really tough classes or something, like I probably didn't get a chance to play for a couple weeks.
Best time. Those were my best times. Like, not
maybe in grad school during my internship, I didn't have a lot of time to play. No, I was playing Splatoon every day then. A couple weeks probably. Not long.
Even at my most, I was working, then doing night college. I was still playing games.
I even brought my 3DS with me when I studied abroad.
I just wasn't playing I think at that point was probably the time I was most busy, so I was just being a lot more selective.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't playing as many games.
Yeah, like 2-3 months was the most. Not going to elaborate when that was, but you could probably put the piece together.
What I'll tell you, Joe, is that if you are thinking of taking a break, there's nothing wrong with that, dude.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
It'll always be there whenever you're ready. You shouldn't force it. You shouldn't feel like you're forcing it should not feel like a chore to play a video game.
I wasn't really playing anything at the beginning of this year. Like I still picked up the occasional Animal Crossing or Pokemon or whatever, but I really wasn't playing much at the beginning of this year just because I wasn't feeling it. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. You can still be a fan, keep up with it, enjoy franchises without playing all the time. Question from Gamer Guy Lou. Now that we pretty much know that the Mario Odyssey team has been working on DK Bananza, what kind of treatment do you think Mario is going to get on the NS2? Will we see a big 3D Mario soon, possibly by holiday 2025? We're getting kind of late to announce that. Or do you think Nintendo is trying to diversify and not feature Mario as much in this new generation? No to that last part.
I was just about to say, I kind of think no to all of this.
Yeah.
Sorry, Gamer Guy. Nothing personal, but
they're not trying to not feature Mario. I mean, that's their big recognizable character. They're gonna feature him. Yeah, we have Mario Kart for this year. I don't think we'll see a big 3D Mario by holiday 2025 just because it's we're getting kind of late here to announce. There's already a lot coming out this year that we don't have dates for. We need dates for Metroid Prime. We need dates for Age of Calamity, not Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment. We need Kirby Air Riders. We still have a lot on the circuit here. There's there's still a lot. Next year, I think, is definite for a new 3D Mario game.
I don't know. I was thinking when this thing was announced, I was thinking that the Mario team's been quiet for a while, that maybe they had 2 games or maybe they split 2 teams. That all at this point just feels like maybe hopeful optimism, seeing more of Donkey Kong. It's I think we're so long. I think we're probably 2, maybe 3 years away from the next big 3D Mario game. That might be true.
I was thinking holiday 2027.
Wow.
It might be true. I don't know. You would think it'd be a priority. They do have the movies and stuff, but yeah, I mean, they take a long time to make their games. That's
true. It's just been so long since Odyssey. That was at the beginning of the Switch's life.
It might I know it's not, but you look at this Donkey Kong game, and so much of it is like a Mario game. It's that's That is it.
I don't think it's gonna sell like a Mario game would though, for all the effort they put on it.
That's interesting. I definitely understand why you would say that.
It's not gonna sell like Odyssey.
Really good.
Like, I don't disagree with you. However, unless I think there's definitely potential that this game lights up reviews is really great and this because like the must-have game. I could see it.
Yeah.
This game looks very impressive. So I could see it. But you're probably right. I mean, it's just not Mario, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Mario's a super powerful IP, and Donkey Kong typically doesn't stack up. So I could see it.
Yeah.
We'll
They're
see.
going to do really good, though.
But
I think it will sell well. I think it will.
I'm hoping that this is like a big breakout for the Donkey Kong. Like, I would love to see this thing be, 10, 15 million copies sold. That'd be wonderful.
It might be.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. But I do think they want to feature Mario as much. Even if we don't get a big 3D Mario game next year, there will be something Mario.
There will be something Mario. Yeah, and there lies the question: is like what is the pipeline of Mario? Like, what are we talking about? We talking about Rabbids? We talking about Paper Mario? Yeah. The Mario will return. There's going to be some Mario stuff, and I don't think it'll be 2D Mario.
Sports.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
Yeah. That Sluggers and
we also
Rumor.
We have Mario Party. Sluggers would be an excellent one. Like, that would be an excellent way to kind of get that out there. A new sports game.
Yeah. Mark wants to know, will PlayStation put Helldivers on the Switch too?
What do you think, Delvin?
I'm going to say yes. Why not? It's going to be an Xbox, so might as well put it on Switch too.
Yeah, I agree.
I think they have a bigger reach on Switch 2 than it would on Xbox. So
doesn't run particularly like well on Ally or Steam Deck, so maybe like that'd be a reason not to. But also those are just the PC versions, trying like nobody optimized for that port. So I don't see a reason why Helldivers shouldn't pop up.
Extensive game, you can get that around on Switch 2 just
the
fine.
whole point of a live service game is to have more players. So get more players.
I don't know anything about that. I don't have a comment.
The PlayStation stuff is weird because they are publishing this game for Xbox. They're publishing Patapon and Hot Shots for Switch. They put Horizon on Switch, Lego Horizon, but they didn't put any of the Switch games on Xbox and didn't put any of the Xbox games on Switch. That's weird.
It is.
Right? Like, we all made fun of it. They were like, they don't even get Patapon. It's like, but they get Helldivers. It's odd. I don't really know what they're doing.
Interesting.
Bland explosion. Oh,
sorry.
That's okay.
I know D-Life thinks that D-Life thinks that there will be no exclusives. That all games will go everywhere.
I don't know about that.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I think people that think that would look at this as like see?
But all games aren't going everywhere.
That would be the way that I would react to that. It's like, but these games are going there and those games are going there, but they're not going to the other places.
Yeah, you don't see Mario on PlayStation. Yeah.
It's a little strange. Maybe we will one day. That'd be
one day.
Crazy.
Not today.
Okay. Garrett, Bland Explosion asks, you're going and
he's in Japan.
I was going to say he asked this question for a reason. He is in Japan right now.
China?
Maybe they were also visiting there, but I know he's in Japan right now. You're going on an extended vacation for multiple weeks. You can only bring 3 games and your Switch/Switch 2. What 3 games are you bringing? Well, Garrett, if you were all digital, you would be able to bring more than just 3 games with you.
Yes.
Speak
on it, sister.
So, am I pretending that I can only play 3 games even if they're digital? Like, is that what we're doing here?
Correct.
Because that is not the case if you're all digital. But
can we include Bananza since it's so close, or no? Right now, today.
Let's say yes.
Yes, because let's pretend that you're going to be on vacation while it comes out, and maybe you pick that up while it comes out.
I will be on vacation while it comes out, so that works for me. Nice.
Okay, so one of yours is Bananza. What's yours, Delvin?
Bananza, Breath of the Wild, and Cyberpunk.
Yeah, you can fix
good stuff.
Cyberpunk now. And my Switch too. If it was for this summer, like right now in gaming, I would probably pick Mario Kart, Animal Crossing, and Breath of the Wild.
Okay, I like it.
I feel like those are 3 games that like I just would never get tired of. And I'm familiar with them all, so there's not a lot of thinking involved while I'm on vacation, you know? When I'm on vacation, I don't want to have to like play a new game and have like a lot of thinking. Like I'm in vacation mode.
I'm going to go with Mario Kart World, Bananza, and I'm going to go with the GameCube app.
Okay, that's a good workaround.
Yeah.
It's kind of cheating. Not really, sort of.
Yeah, I was going to say, is it though?
Sometimes you gotta cheat. Sometimes you gotta cheat.
Like, it's like a little cheating.
I could have said like the fighting game collection or 51 games, or like, that would all be the same thing, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of cheating, but I'll allow it.
Nice.
Hobik asks, what GameCube game would you be most excited about being added to the NSO catalog? I think I said mine. I want Animal Crossing. And not only do I want Animal Crossing GameCube, I want it to have the online that I am able to visit the towns of other GameCube NSO peoples.
I don't like playing Wind Waker on Switch 2.
Why?
Because to invert the camera controls, you have to swap the sticks.
Oh, that is annoying. I didn't like
easy.
that either.
But that's easy. But once you swap the sticks, it stays swapped for like your musical instruments and like your in-game menus.
Mm-hmm.
So like that sucks. It's like now this is tedious. Now you basically just have to remember that all of your stick commands are backwards. So it's like either adopt to inverted or that. And
I would rather
I'm
just
like,
get used to the inverted.
I would rather just exactly. That's exactly what I was saying too. So
it is annoying though. They didn't have it like that for the HD version, right? It was
and
regular.
it's not that it's bad. I'm not like if that's the only way you can play it, by all means, definitely. I love Wind Waker. Play Wind Waker. But for me, when I did take it for a test spin, I was like, if I want to play Wind Waker, I'll just boot up the Wii U. Like I wouldn't play Wind Waker here, I guess, because of that reason.
It wasn't like that on the HD version. It was not inverted, right? It was like regular.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a wait, did you said which one you would want added?
I'm still trying to figure it out.
Eternal
There's
Darkness.
a lot of options. There's a lot
Eternal
of
Darkness
options,
would be good.
That's
and
my
I just want to pick one.
I know.
And it's always hard because there's 7 that I want to pick.
What are those 7?
I think I can give you. Let me narrow it down to say 3 or 4.
Okay,
Star Wars Rogue Squadron
that's a good one.
is an incredible game. The Simpsons Hit and Run would be
Great one.
fucking awesome to go back to.
I want
It would
Road
just be-
Rage.
That would be incredible to have available. I want Twin Snakes on the service and would probably drop everything to play it.
Okay, that's a great one.
I think that's it. Like I want those Star Fox games. I think they'll come, but
Yeah, come.
those are like the big ones I think for me. Those are the ones I
was-
think would get me hyped.
I was thinking for a second about the WWE games for GameCube, but they were awful. They were really bad.
You want WrestleMania X8?
No, they were terrible. All those games were terrible.
You remember all
As
the
good as the N64 games were, the GameCube games were the opposite. They were.
Remember when they like that whole era, that post N64 era, the post AKI games, like they figure out how to make like flash photography from the camera, so the games for like 8 years just look like a strobe light. Like every
Yes.
time you do a move, the game's just like. I was like, nobody's taking this many photos on a wrestling show. Like, why are there 8 million photographs being taken with the highest flash cameras we've ever seen?
Oh,
People are saying that Simpsons Hit and Run is better than Road Rage. I just want to say you're wrong.
I'm a hit and run fan.
I grew up. Everyone played Hit and Run. I feel like I was the only one that grew up with Road Rage instead.
So that checks out. I would be the opposite. I would love Wario World to be.
I never played that.
It's really that would be wonderful.
Wario World was pretty good. Yeah, that's a good one.
What about WarioWare Mega Micro Mini Games, whatever that
That'd be cool.
called?
That would be
I feel like
cool.
a lot of people haven't played that one. It's like it's more of a party WarioWare.
Hang on.
Which I have played a little bit of that one, but it's more of like a multiplayer version of the original WarioWare that was on the GBA.
Let me flip through ye old catalog.
Okay.
Oh boy, here we go. The answer, Yarden, is Enter the Matrix.
Ooh, yeah, what a good game.
Put it on GameCube.
Let's go.
That would be killer. Also, the Lord of the Rings games.
That was a good one.
Those were awesome GameCube games.
What are the odds of those ever coming, though?
None. Zero.
Slim to none.
Absolutely.
The licensing is a nightmare.
Delvin's favorite. I got you, Delvin. The rest are just sports games. Yep. Lord of the Rings would be killer. I love that game.
Game was good.
Yeah, I have high hopes, but not a lot of hope, if that makes sense.
I don't think we're getting a whole lot of GameCube games.
Yeah, me neither.
No.
What do you think is the max GameCube game we get by the time we finish?
Finish?
15.
Like, I want to say like 8, but just to be nice, I'll say like 12.
12.
But like, I'm like afraid it's going to be
12,
like
that, I
8.
know, that's like being generous. I think 15 is way too high.
Like, I think 12 is being nice.
And maybe they will be more selective if they don't let us pick and choose and they don't want it to be too many gigs, you know?
Yeah.
Like, they might not want to take a chance on something like Eternal Darkness or,
I don't think Eternal Darkness is coming. I don't think
that's the one you should.
That's too bad. That is too bad.
It
'cause
really
like
is. I would
people
love
haven't
for it
played
to happen, but I just don't have high hopes. I'm almost even worried, like some of the games we already have, so like maybe they keep those out for that reason. Like maybe they don't do Pikmin or Sunshine or something because of that. And then I do wonder, like, does Melee never come because we have Smash? Like, I think you could have both, but maybe to save, maybe they just don't. You know, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they focus on games that you can play, like, with friends and stuff.
Well, they haven't done that yet.
Yeah, you're right.
Although I guess you can play. Can you play Strikers with other people? Like,
Yeah.
Like online, not
Mhm.
couch.
Yep.
Okay.
I would
Like-
love to have 25 or 30 of these things, and I think that's definitely can. You can do Star Fox games, you can do Wave Race games, you can do Mario Golf. We already got Strikers. You can do Sunshine. You can do Melee. You can do Kart.
Kyle thinks you can
it.
do that. They're going to do way more than 12. He says 15 to 20.
I want all of it. I don't know. For whatever reason, I'm just not holding.
Yeah.
It's just a vibe. It's just I don't know.
Yeah.
Feeling.
Everything I do is vibes based nowadays.
Yeah, it's just a feeling. I don't know. I just got a bad feeling that we're going to look back and be like, oh, this could have been so much better.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I like this question from Jason Lee. Listening to Kit and Krista podcast, their stance is Nintendo has a problem because a month later they aren't still playing Mario Kart daily due to a lack of interest. How long are AAA games supposed to hold our interest? I think a month for any game is pretty good, he says.
Who the hell is Kit and Krista?
They used to work for Nintendo. They used to be the Nintendo Minute folks. Nintendo Minute?
They were like Nintendo's official podcast, like marketing team, and then they got fired or let go, and now they do their own thing.
Number one, I think you're kind of weird to think that if you're not playing it daily, it means that like it's a problem. Like, first of all, who are you? Because me and my friends are still playing Mario Kart like most days. So like, I don't know what your problem is.
Goddamn right.
Second
Who
of
are
all,
you?
second of all, if you played it like for 3 or 4 weeks, like about a month, like that is pretty damn good. Like,
Yeah.
Sing it,
Yeah.
sister. Tell them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have gotten more than my money's worth.
It's hard because it feels like, obviously I took a detour and played Breath of the Wild, but I feel like the more I play my Switch 2, the more I'm playing Mario Kart. So
Everybody wants games to be like a live service game that you play forever now. And like maybe that's what they are expecting Mario Kart to be, but like,
to be fair, that is what Mario Kart has been. It's not the same thing as Fortnite, but Mario Kart was a live service game for Switch. They continue supporting that game for 8 years.
yeah, but like I mean, I feel like we're 4 weeks out of the Switch 2. It's
I agree
like,
with you. I
okay,
think
you're
they
not
just
playing
haven't
it
started yet.
every day.
Correct.
But like that doesn't mean you're never gonna pick it up again.
Correct.
It's like
This is not the end.
I would not call this Nintendo has a problem.
I agree.
Like,
this is not the end of Mario Kart. Even if you've consumed everything and are let down or less than whelmed, that's fine. Play something else. But you'll be back when Nintendo eventually does show up with new tracks, new racers. We know
Yeah.
what's happening. It's going to happen. Mario Kart 8, evolved over time. Like, does anybody think this is Mario Kart World? This is it?
no.
I don't.
No, not even a little bit.
Yeah, so like,
I
we'll be
don't-
back.
I base my enjoyment in the game based off my enjoyment. I don't base it off of time. If I play a game and I enjoy it for 30 minutes, that's my enjoyment. And that's all I need. I don't need to be like, oh, I played for 2 weeks, so I guess the game sucks. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And
If
that's a good point to say. Like, it is just a very individually
Yeah.
subjective take.
Some of my games I played for 2 hours. Like, this was amazing for those 2 hours.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, and I don't think Mario Kart. I think Mario Kart should be more than a 2-hour enjoyment.
Especially
Because it
$80.
is $50 to $80 game.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean,
But-
this is not the kind of game that like I feel like you're going to be playing daily anyway.
It is very
It's like
interesting.
when you and your friends want to get together and race.
It's a very interesting topic to see like how Mario Kart World has affected people here at the start of this console.
People big
Yeah.
mad.
Like it really, I want to say big mad. It's just like it really
People are
seemingly
mad.
has missed the mark. Like it is just not. I rarely see anybody. It's like Mario Kart World is everything I could have ever wanted. Like I'm not, like that's not out there. Like it seems like everyone has some issue with it.
Well, I don't think it's a perfect game by any means, but I think it's way better than people are giving it credit for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think it's good. I think it's a
Yeah.
good Mario Kart game. I wouldn't say it's
That's
better
all you
than
need
Mario
for
Kart
Mario
8 right
Kart.
now, but I also don't think it's fair to say that about Mario Kart now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like one of the things that I like about having played Breath of the Wild first and not like I am late to Mario Kart. There are people that probably like wrote me off when I was like free roam is, a side thing. But the more I play it, the more I'm enjoying it. But also like it's kind of foolish to try and review and finish and wrap up Mario Kart 8 World thoughts today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not over yet. Like we just got started.
Just starting.
Mario Kart World.
Like it just got started. So like it'll keep going. There'll be a lot more to it. It's going to have a lot of NSO support. Like
Yeah, and I feel like at the end of the day, like Mario Kart is that kind of casual enjoyment, like appeals
Yes.
to everybody. Like, no, if you're sitting down and you're like, I am so serious about Mario Kart, I'm gonna get into a competitive scene for Mario Kart, and I'm gonna min max this, and I'm just gonna, spend hours trying to get perfect at like a lot of games that you can get competitive and like serious about, but like, I don't know, who am I to say this, but like. I feel like Mario Kart's not one to that like people should be getting competitive about. Like
haven't had one Thanksgiving or Christmas with Mario Kart yet. So it hasn't really started for me.
yeah.
Because you know what Mario Kart is for me? Nieces and nephews, brothers and sisters, parents sitting around the TV, passing Joy-Cons and controllers. I have yet to even have it yet. This hasn't even, for me, like it really hasn't started.
It's like evergreen. Like it's not a game that like you're only going to play because people are talking about it. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't just. I've played all the tracks. What's next? That's not Mario Kart.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I wasn't too. I mean, I think that's been well documented here. That's why I wasn't too like in a hurry to get to it and play it. I mean, I was like, it's Mario Kart. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it little by little for the next decade. Like I'm not trying to get to the end. We got a while to be here. So,
I agree.
Captain Awesome says, before the podcast began, I saw part of a video from GVG, which said there's a drought of video games on Switch.
Who at GVG said that? Tell me, Captain Awesome. I want to know who it is because I'm friends with them. I'm friends with them and I want to yell at them.
Their social and their address right now, Captain Awesome.
Was it Derek? Tell me if it was Derek.
Fucking Derek.
I will message Derek right now.
Derek, you piece of shit.
No, we like Derek.
I hope
we like him.
You son of a bitch, Derek.
No.
I wonder if do you think we're gonna run into like headlines and videos and stories when Sonic comes out about how much better Sonic is than Mario Kart?
Yes.
I know, like
there's
can
people
feel it.
drooling. They're like, it has SpongeBob in it.
Well, I don't think that it does have a lot more like gameplay stuff to it. Yeah, I'm all in on. I'm all in on Sonic. Sonic Racers looks dope, but
yes, I think at the end of the year, people are going to say that was the better kart racer.
And that's fine. Jules makes a very good point. Mario Kart 8 did not sell 6 million copies in a single month. That is true.
That is true.
And it wasn't the greatest game the first month it came out, and that was it. Like, no.
Everybody spam Derek sucks in the chat.
No, we love Derek. Stop it.
Sucks.
Stop.
He said we sending ice to GVG.
No! He is white. Ice doesn't care.
Yeah, they don't care. That's okay. Yeah, they'll take him. Like, he's white, but he's not that. He's not that white. He's not us.
We
white.
might have to figure this. We'll figure this out. Detention center.
You guys are so bad.
He's gonna laugh through the pain. Definitely getting the comic. Like, I'm gonna buy.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna buy like 20 Switch 2 games this year.
Oh yeah.
And 20 might be light. Like, there's so many.
Yeah, there's
to answer
no
just to the
Switch
GVG
drought.
response. Like, yeah, I do think. I think it's fair to point out that at launch, there wasn't a bunch of new games. That said, also, not everybody in the world has 4 different consoles to play games on. That's not the common experience. And I think too often, like, enthusiasts put that on the rest of the market. They're like, I've already played Cyberpunk. I'm like, yeah, but that's you because you have an Xbox, PlayStation, PC, and a Switch. Most people don't do that. Right, most people have one console and they bought it. And if you're the Switch player, you haven't played Cyberpunk yet. Now, that is a brand new game to you. You haven't played Wild Hearts. You haven't done these things. You didn't play Yakuza. You know, it's like they are games to play. You've just already played them. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But like, don't project that feeling you're having on everyone else because that's not fair.
I agree.
I want to know for anyone saying this if they've played Deltarune yet, and if they haven't, then you can't talk.
You can't talk.
Keep that
Derek.
shit
Hear
to
that?
yourself. Keep my games out your mouth.
See that, Derek? You can't talk.
Stop!
Shut the fuck up.
It might not even have been Derek that said it.
Fucking
it might
Derek.
have been some...
Fucking Derek.
Fucking Derek.
Shit.
What does Nintendo coverage even have it came to anymore?
Ah.
Fucking Game Explain would never.
Never.
Don't even go there. Don't even go there. Oh my god. Moving
Habitual
on.
line stepper. Did you see her face?
Moving on. Kyle the Pug.
Fuck you, Kyle the Pug.
Take out the anger on Kyle the Pug.
Fuck you, Derek.
No.
Look at the chat.
Nobody is allowed to send this to.
Look at the chat.
Everybody.
Donnie, no.
Nobody's allowed to send this to GVD, please. Oh my God. You're gonna kill me. We love them. Love to GVG.
Except
We
Derek.
love them.
What's up,
Go listen to
Derek?
them. Go support them. No. Okay. Kyle the Pug says, "Do you think we will ever see a mainline Daisy game?" in the Mario universe where Peach got her own game in Princess Peach Showtime.
Sounds like
No.
something Derek would want.
Stop. No. We will not get a mainline Daisy game because Nintendo hates women. And
Peach fucked it up.
Wow.
They're like,
and-
you got one chance, Peach. Don't fuck this up.
we didn't even ever get a Waluigi game, so there's no reason why they would give us a Daisy game.
They hate
I don't
Nintendo.
think
Why
enough
would we
people
get a
are
Waluigi game?
interested in her.
Yeah. Why no Waluigi game?
I want to hear it. I want to hear it, Rebecca. Go ahead and
What?
defend the rest
What
of
did
our
Donnie say?
community. Why we never got a Waluigi game?
What?
Nintendo hates women. We didn't get
They
Daisy
do.
game. Why? So
Why we didn't get a
we didn't get a
Waluigi game?
Waluigi game? So who else do they hate?
Yeah, who else? Come on, Rebecca. Let's go.
Like, do you want me to list other characters that Nintendo hates?
We're just trying to get more blanket statements out of you. We're applying the associative property you've given to Daisy to Waluigi.
Well, I think aren't they like the equivalent,
They
like
hate
kind of.
skinny, dangly people.
No, I feel like aren't Daisy and Waluigi kind of like the equivalent to each other?
Waluigi's taco stand.
Am I wrong? Like, they were made
Are
like.
they?
Yeah, I thought they were.
I have no idea. I'm just being a menace.
Yes.
I do. Yeah. No, Daisy's not getting a fucking game. You know why?
No.
Because it's Daisy. Like, no, come on, guys. It's like no, it's not happening. Daisy's own game, maybe a spin-off game. Daisy's Coffee Cafe or some shit like that.
Yeah.
They're not even
would
going to
just-
do that.
They would just make it a Kirby game. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Daisy's not getting a fucking game. Like, it's just
Yeah.
not happening.
I don't think people like her enough.
What is the ranking of Mario women characters? What's the tier ranking?
Rosalina.
Right. I was just about to say Peach
Yeah.
is Rosalina, right?
Yes.
Then
Yes.
Peach.
Then Peach.
Yeah, I'll say the Peach, yeah.
Toadette.
I mean,
She's
isn't
in a
she?
game.
She's playable when I don't. Is Daisy even playable in Mario Wonder?
I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. I don't know. But yeah, the drop off is severe regardless. And Daisy doesn't.
No,
deserve
whoa,
to be-
hold on. Rosalina, Pauline.
Pauline.
Yeah, Pauline.
I knew
yes.
it when you froze. I was like, Pauline. I forgot
Pauline.
about
Pauline
Pauline.
has her game.
Then
Uh-huh.
Peach. Then Daisy.
I don't know. Birdo.
Yeah.
Toadette. Rose Peach.
Mm-hmm.
Rose Gold Peach is better than Daisy.
Yeah.
Rose Gold Baby Peach.
Right. Like, yeah, she's pretty down the list there. I love Daisy. I love Daisy.
I feel like they should add a new Mario.
G-Man
princess.
says Daisy is playable in Wonder.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We haven't had a new Mario princess in a while.
Kyle says Pauline is best girl. Best
I
Mario
would
girl.
say Pauline or Rosalina. You could make an argument for either of them.
Kyle. Team Pauline, baby.
I love Pauline.
100%.
Pauline's
I'm that super Rosalina fan.
I mean, Rosalina's cool. She needs
Yeah,
to do
cool,
more
but-
games, though.
I think I'd go Peach. I go Pauline, Peach, Rosalina.
Wow. Okay. I disagree, but I respect it. Okay. Yarden asks, I saw some of the PSVG crew talking about the house party / meetup in Discord this week. You think it's time to maybe start talking about this again? You've said before that the time for this to realistically happen has already passed, but has it though?
No. Y'all fucked it up. See, y'all
so.
changing the conversation. The conversation was they're building an adult Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah. We weren't
This is
talking
a real
about
thing,
house
Rebecca.
party. Yeah, this is a real thing.
How did this get to house party?
Because they were like, we
Yarden.
should have a whole house party. Like, no, we just want to go to the
Anytime a
adult
gamer
Chuck E.
thing happens, we're like, we should all go and record a podcast together.
No, we were like, no. I said, let's go hang out at the adult Chuck E. Cheese. And they're like, no, we should all have a house party. Like, no, that's not how we get from point A
Delvin,
to point
Delvin.
C.
Delvin, listen to me. You and I go into business together.
Okay.
We take all of your arcade cabinets.
Okay.
We open up a strip club arcade.
It's a good idea.
That's
I'm with all this.
that's the real adult Chuck E. Cheese. Let's make a real adult Chuck E. Cheese.
This is a good idea.
I'm here for it.
It's a great idea.
Look at Rebecca's face.
And to be fair,
What's an adult Chuck E. Cheese?
Look,
It's Dave and Buster's.
Dave and Buster's. That's literally what it is.
Chuck E. Cheese. That's
literally what it's going to be. It's
a
Dave
cheap-
and Buster's, but it's Chuck E.
It's a
Cheese.
cheap Dave and Buster's is what it is.
Yes,
So why don't we just go to Dave and Buster's?
That's a
because
good
it's
point.
not new.
Back to the topic, Yarden. I do think the time and place has passed. Does that mean it'll never happen? I won't say that. You never know. Maybe some of us will get together at Rebecca's wedding.
You guys can come to my housewarming at my new place.
No, I'm not traveling across states for that.
No, that's not
No, I don't. I honestly, I don't know. It's a lot to ask. We have people all over the place and everywhere. Would I like to do it? I would. I would like to do it one day. But you know, we all have limited resources.
In
Limited
this
time.
economy,
It's a lot to ask people to be like,
hear me
hey,
out.
put your vacation off to come hang out with each other. Like, you know.
Hear me out. What if we all just plan to go to Super Nintendo Land around the same time?
I'm not going to Florida.
I don't want to go to Super Nintendo Land.
Well, that's the problem.
I will not
See,
enter the
like
state of
this-
Florida
Yeah,
in this
you're like,
political
Donnie,
climate.
let's go outside and hang out with thousands of people. Like, the answer is no.
Well, then there's no chance that happens.
There is a chance. I've thought.
Because I
tried
can see
and thought
people
about
wanting
it.
to go to that place at one
I have
time.
always thought, and have postulated to Dev a few times. I don't know how much longer we'll have a chance to do this, but I've always thought like maybe we could find a PAX or something to do. Maybe
Something
maybe
like that.
one day
Something
something
like
like that would line up, and we could be around each other and do something. Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like that's the only like realistic time.
But also at this point, how many people would come? You talk about all of PSVG, like all of PSVG is like 6.5 people.
Yeah.
You know, like just being honest with you, it's the three of us plus Dev, Haley, but Haley's not coming.
Yeah, you're not coming.
Right. Ice will pick her up right when she lands. Like they're sending her right back. Like that's not happening.
Yep, pretty much.
Canada, right?
Snurts.
Maybe Snurts.
Snurts. Chalfie.
Maybe Chalfie. Chalfie probably more than anybody. Chalfie's always on the go.
I think Snurts will come.
We'll have to pay for Haley to come,
Yeah.
right? Delvin's paying for 2.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It doesn't feel like a thing that like is reasonable for everyone. Maybe one day, but it doesn't really feel like a thing.
Let's just all be grateful that we have the internet and connect with each other weekly for free.
Nah, fuck that, son.
I agree with Rebecca.
We live in a great time. Like
Right. Is it even needed? Is it even necessary?
in the 80s, we never would have been able to connect like this and talk like this. We wouldn't have as many gamer friends the way that we do and share ideas the way that we can.
Well, in the 80s, games were trash, so we would have been playing them. There was like Atari. And we
You're
know how
missing
Donnie
the
felt about Atari.
You're missing the point.
I honestly, here's the thing. How would we even react in person? Do we even know how to record a podcast in person?
I'm so like introverted and shy in person.
I am too. I really am. Like, I really am. Victoria just had her graduation party, right? And all of her friends came.
Yarda goes fine. Just die without meeting each other.
Just die.
Yeah, pretty much.
So all of Victoria's friends came. Melissa invited all of her friends, church friends, and everything. The guy that does the soundboard at Melissa's church loves F1. And Jack and Melissa's always told him, like, my husband, my dad, he loves F1. So I guess he thought that, like, we would meet and be friends or something immediately because we both love F1.
Mm-hmm.
So we're all sitting at the house. I'm sitting there in a conversation with my in-laws. He walks into the room with his wife and baby. He just comes by and he goes, "Hi, I don't even remember his name, Derek, whatever. Let's keep going, Derek.
Derek!
Hi, I'm Derek." And he shakes my hand and I go, "Hey, Derek, it's nice to meet you." And he walks away. That is all that happened. That was the interaction.
Well, what are you just
I-
supposed to start
listen.
talking about F1? Like,
I come home and my wife goes, "He didn't think you liked him." I'm like, "What?" All we did was shake hands and introduce, like, "But you didn't try to talk to him." It's like, I don't try to talk to anybody. Like,
Correct.
I'm actively trying not to talk to people.
I think we'd be fine. I don't think we should be hanging out together like for 8 fucking hours or nothing like that.
It could piss. Yeah, we could piss each other.
Well,
Like,
no,
that could be the
because,
end
like,
of the podcast.
It's not like we don't know each other. Like, you've never
Correct.
talked to this man in your life. Like, what do you
Right,
like? He would
right,
think
right.
if you'd been like, "How about that F1 race?" He would have been like, "Why are you talking?"
And it wasn't.
about
Yeah, like
this?
it wasn't on the TV or anything. Like it wasn't around. She was like, "He just thought you didn't like him." It was just like his vibe. My vibe is that I don't like you. And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of on purpose. Defense mechanism. Like, yeah, go away.
Yeah. But what did they want you to do? This is give him a hug. Hey, Derek.
That's exactly. I was like, wait a minute. He said I didn't like him. I don't even remember him. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you
Come
mean?
sit down and have a brewski with me, Derek.
What a crazy thing to, but that's, yeah. It'd be weird. Like, I don't even think do we even know how to record a podcast locally?
We wouldn't record no podcast. We just hang out.
So
Probably
I
have
like
video
that.
stuff.
So I like
We
that.
just hang out.
Because like the house party when we were doing it was all about driving content. And like now I'm very much into
We don't give.
I would
we don't
like
give
to
a
just
fuck.
no microphones, you guys, no microphones, no cam, like just
We
it'd
would
be
just
cool
go
to
someplace
hang
fun.
out. Yeah.
Yes.
Honestly,
But our listeners don't want that. We all take a selfie like, hey, we were at PAX. Like, where's the pod? Like, go
See,
fuck yourself.
But see, the thing about it is, the content will come later when we talk about what happened with us hanging out. Because one of us is gonna do something stupid.
Dude,
And it's
Haley
probably gonna
got
be me.
arrested. Rebecca got a face tattoo.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't see says do an extra life, but that's stressful. There's
That's
so much
work.
planning.
We don't want to do
and
that. We don't.
stress and,
We
like,
don't do extra life.
It's so much. Like it's like
Rebecca does with other people.
I have never done it
because
myself.
we don't.
I did one year, and it was like, they were like, hey,
It's a lot.
I'm like, how long I gotta be on here for? Like, well, that's your limit. Like,
12
it's
hours.
I'm like, no, I'll be here for 45 minutes to an hour, and that's it.
When our friends came up, they live in Virginia. They came up for too many games, and like, so we hung out. Like, we went to the convention. Like, we walked around together and like hung out. But then, like, when we were back at my house, like, Josh went in the other room and took a nap, while me and Andrew and DM were all like just sitting in the living room playing our own Switches and like casually chatting with something on the TV. Like, I feel
Not
like it would
talking
be
to each
something
other.
like that. No, we were talking, but like, I don't know. We were tired.
That's why we have to go out to an event or something like that,
Like a
like
yeah.
like go-karting or something fun.
He
I
said an
love
event, he
go-karting.
said like go karting.
I am so
Go-kart's
good
a
at go karting. I would
look
get
at
so
Donnie.
competitive. I'm so
I'm
competitive
old.
at go karting.
Go-karting is an event for me.
I love go karting. I'll go go karting.
Rebecca was like, yeah, E3 Summer Game Says. He was like
No,
go
son.
karting.
Go-karting. That's the event. Like,
I would
be
win.
around these bunch of smelly nerds at E3. Nah, fuck that.
I'm just saying, I would win.
See? I don't think you would.
I would. I'm really
How was like speaking of like how was too many games? You hang out with a bunch of people there is a lot of fun. I'm sure it's a lot of fun and you wouldn't go, right?
I walked around the convention hall uploading my proof of income and typing in my salary and
All because of the
signing
house.
digital
You could have
documents.
did that here.
I know,
Did
but
that on
all,
the show. You
I
could've-
know,
When
but
she
all
started
my
talking about that, I was like, damn, Rebecca, what are you buying at too many games?
I
Like,
did.
that's where my brain.
I bought a house. I did buy some
Nintendo
good stuff
theme
there,
house.
though. It was very good. I bought a really cool Link to the Past comic book.
Part of me wonders, like, we all plan and get excited and everything. We go to a PAX, and then in reality, we all get there, we spend there an hour there, and we're like, all right,
This is
like,
boring. Yeah.
that's cool.
Too many
If I
games
see
was
you, like,
fun.
we'll all leave. Like, we all depart
Yeah,
and go
that's pretty
different
much what's
directions.
going to happen.
The reason
Yeah.
why we went was, well, the main reason, Josh was on a panel. He did like a Throne Controllers panel. It was fun. It was good.
I met
I went
D-Life.
to, I went to the Married to the Games like 200 or 300, and while I had fun, it was weird.
Yeah.
It's just like here's 100 strangers, like you all kind of know each other, but you don't,
Yeah.
right? And it's like it's a little weird. Like I watched a podcast live in person. It was strange, like sitting in the audience, and it was weird.
Mm-hmm.
So
Me and D-Life went to a convention before together. That was pretty fun. We hung out for a while.
yeah,
I like conventions. The thing that I like the best, though, is the shopping because you can get a lot of cool merch.
I agree.
yeah. I wanted
That's
to
my
go
main
to-
reason.
There's a Southern Retro Game Expo that apparently it's like the biggest retro place. I think it's in South Carolina, maybe North Carolina. Something
You would
like
like
I know
it.
it's-
You would like
that. I
it.
wanted to
about.
go to something like that because at least here in Atlanta, shopping for retro games is really hard. Like, there's nobody that really carries any stuff like that, and the ones that do are like very boutique prices. Like, so it's not convenient to get to, and it's very expensive. So,
And
I
the
would rather go
conventions,
to a
you can
place.
usually like haggle too, like get better
Yeah.
prices. Like, you know, they're not going to sell it to you for, you know, a lot less than it's worth. But like,
Right.
you know, you could be like, well, this
You
guy
can
had this
bundle.
exact game over there for $35.
Or you
Will
could
take-
bundle.
Bundle, yeah.
You
Sometimes
know,
they
like,
do
hey, if I
that.
buy 5 of them, can you cut me
Yeah,
a break? You
yeah.
know, like
Yeah.
that helps.
A lot of them
Like
do
Progressive.
that.
Yeah.
True. Like Progressive. Sponsor us.
Yeah.
Moving on from Yarden's question about the house party. Rob 3K asks, what? That's how you wrote it. You wrote Rob 3K. What am I
Rob
supposed to?
3000.
It says 3K. Type out the 3 zeros. Rob 3 billion trillion gazillion.
Rebecca, I love you. I love you so much.
Anyway, he asks us, what do you think the release of alternative and special Joy-Con, special edition Joy-Con will look like for the MS2? I'm ready for some Zelda-themed Joy-Cons. Will they still have the red and blue accents? I think they will not. I think they will have different accents. I think that's the whole point, right?
I think so, yeah.
So each one is different.
I want to wait to buy a. Well, I'm probably not. I'm done with buying Joy-Cons. I'm not falling for that scam ever again. I bought way too
Oh,
many
no.
on the Switch One.
Oh,
So
just
I'm gonna
started.
buy cute little cases instead.
I'm gonna buy
I think
both
that's
Joy-Cons.
smart.
Yeah. What I do want though is I didn't buy a Switch 2 Pro controller because I want to wait for a special edition Pro controller that's cuter.
Same.
Because if they're
that's a good
really
idea.
expensive, I want to wait for one that I like.
Yeah, you're not going to
Okay.
have 2, 3, 4 of them at that
No.
price. So, you know, yeah, save it. I just don't know when that next Zelda game is coming. Like, they're not going to do anything like that for Hyrule Warriors. Like, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that could be. I honestly don't know what the timeline ahead of us for Zelda is. You think there's a remake, but like I can't even say when the next 2D Zelda is going to be because we just got one. So like they're kind of at, you know, at a.
Do you think they could give us like yellow accented Joy-Con for Donkey Kong Bananza?
They could if they were? I think that'd already be announced.
True.
Yes.
I don't think
true.
we're getting
That'd be cool.
anything, and we're not getting anything this year. Maybe Metroid, but I wouldn't bet on it. I don't think we're getting custom stuff till next year.
I don't even know if Metroid's coming out this year.
Pokemon. No, I guess that's right. If it would be something, it would be
It'd be
Pokemon.
Like
and
green, that shade of green.
I think the only thing that we're going to get initially is I could see them doing a dock design. It's the same Switch, the same Joy-Con, but the dock gets something. I could see that, but I wouldn't bet on it.
Yeah.
So I think it's next year. What do I want from Zelda? The same thing I always want from Zelda that we never got on Switch 1. Gold Joy-Cons. Gold Joy-Con.
Like the
gold
same
dot
as the
gold.
Switch Lite.
Zelda needs
Like
to
this.
be gold. Facts. And that's why we got it, because it's incredible. So give me that, and I'll buy that.
Yeah.
If they made that, they don't even have to make it a game. They're just Switch 2 Zelda Edition. But here's $500, Nintendo. Thanks. You never
Yeah.
see me buy something so damn fast.
That'd be great.
I could also see us getting like some kind of Animal Crossing, like how we got the dock and Joy-Con for Animal Crossing. I think they would do that again.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's happening. It's just probably next year.
That's why I don't have money for anything else, Yarden.
Yeah, money bags.
I think
Buying
the
houses.
first one,
I'm poor.
the first one might honestly be the first next-gen Pokemon game.
Yeah.
That very well could be like the first real custom-themed Switch.
That is true.
And that's probably next year.
Agreed.
Splatoon?
For Splatoon Raiders? I don't know.
I forgot about that. That is coming. Not for that. That's definitely
Yeah.
happening. But are we getting a Splatoon game next year?
No,
Splatoon or Animal Crossing? Well, one of them's got to be next year, right?
I think Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing makes sense.
Yeah.
I just
inclined to
want
agree.
Animal Crossing so bad. Anyway.
Animal Crossing Wild World?
Wild World? What about Wild World?
Wait a minute, what was the GameCube one?
It was just Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing.
Population growing. Sometimes
Did
it's
they
called.
put that up? That hold you over any?
Put. What do you mean? Put it up?
GameCube?
Yeah, that's what I just said. That was the one that I liked most. But I want a new Animal Crossing game. I don't want that to be the.
That's what I thought
game.
you meant. I thought you I just wanted to, like, I was like, they could put that up for GameCube, and I imagine a lot of people would be pretty excited for that.
I do want that very badly, but I want a new one too. I'm very greedy with Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Okay, Chimp Biscuit asked, do you think Nintendo has outgrown the concept of a crossover? Interesting. Super Smash Bros. Has existed long before the allure of a crossover has started wearing down because of games like Fortnite. Mario Kart World opted out of any crossover this go around, at least at the start, because Nintendo found it to be unnecessary. Part of me is worried that they look at something like Smash Bros. And think we've been there, done that. It's an interesting question.
Nah, I don't think so. I think it's early in Super Mario Kart World. I think we're gonna probably get more characters in that game. That some may be crossing different genres of games.
They always hold that card. Like, they said that they didn't feel like it was necessary to include, but like, if it's not going well and they need to like put a jolt into Mario Kart World, like, that card is always there to be played.
Yeah.
And any moment they're like, Link's in Mario Kart, and suddenly everybody starts playing again. You know, like,
they don't even have to go outside of their company. They're like, oh, here's this random Fire Emblem guy. He's in a Mario Kart now.
Yeah. I also feel like they do crossovers in other ways. Like, they have they had like the Pokemon and Zelda Splatfests. They didn't do a lot of those, but like they still did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like crossovers. I wish that there was more.
I don't really see, like, when Nintendo stays within Nintendo, I don't really view it as much as because we've had so much of it.
Yeah.
To me, it's just kind of like, at this point, it almost feels weird that every one of their like party games and stuff, like, why don't we have like a Mario Party with other characters, a Mario Kart with other characters, a Smash?
They might as well. It's not like they need to pay any money for the rights to those characters.
100%.
I just look at it like they're in the same
kind
universe.
of odd
So
that they
should be there.
don't. Yeah.
And I think
Star
it's like
Fox,
free marketing
Pog.
for their other franchises. Like, how many people got excited about, like, you know, a certain newcomer in Smash Bros. And were like, maybe I should try out that franchise.
Yep.
So
I am those people.
Exactly. I think they should take advantage of that more. You know, every time there's a major first party game, put out a Splatfest for it. You know, put out Animal Crossing items for it. You know, just things like that I feel like are so easy to do. Finally, our last question comes from I Can't See. He says, question for the show. With the amount of people who actually lined up to pre-order or purchase Switch 2s on day one, do you think, despite the push for digital, that Nintendo is the last bastion of older gaming culture?
No.
I'm trying to determine what they mean by older gaming
Yeah, that's
culture.
what I want to say no because there is still older gamer culture out there, but it's just different. Like, you know, Atari is all about that older gaming culture. Like, hey, you like Atari? Here's all this old Atari stuff. We just make it kind of new, but you know, other companies are kind of getting in on that older gaming culture thing.
Yeah, but it's not the platform. Like, that'll always be there, but it's not like, I get what he's trying to say.
I get it.
Like,
I think I was getting what he's trying to say.
My answer is also no, for slightly different reasons. I say no because I think the Switch was that.
Okay.
And the Switch 2 is different enough that I don't think that's going to be the case.
Yeah.
The Switch feels like a chapter has been turned with the game key cards, with the digital and like everything that's been happening. Like, this isn't that. Like, the last bastion, like the thing that we'll look back on and go, remember the day. I think that was the Switch. The Switch was that, where we got everything in physical, everything on cartridge, tons of it, tons of support, retro collections, Street Fighter, and everything came back. Like, that was it. I don't think the Switch 2 will be that.
They are clarifying in chat. I can't see. Clarifies the standing in lines, actually meeting to game, etc.
Oh, okay.
I also think no. I mean, even just at Too Many Games, they had like a whole section for like game playing with like arcades and like sitting at a table and like all playing console games together, like, and there was a lot more than just Nintendo. So I don't think that it's this is the last little hurrah.
Look here, Court.
It's not the camera, Court. It's the table.
Look here, Court.
Table.
We don't want
All the
that
way
camera
down.
going any lower than it is.
Listen,
We know he doesn't
Court,
have pants on.
shut the fuck up. Nobody cares. You just got here, okay? I'm coming here with this nonsense. Like the fuck we give a shit. I miss Court. Court should be around more often.
Yes, he should.
Come to PSVG, Court. We miss
come
you,
on.
dude. He was hilarious.
It's great.
But yeah, no, I think the Switch was that. I think the lining up like that the way it used to feeling, I think is gonna reside with Switch. I think over the years, I don't think the Switch 2 is gonna feel like that. I don't think so. The Switch 2 is different. I already feel that
Very
now,
different.
and I think as over the years, I think we're gonna feel more of that.
I agree.
There you have it. That was our last question.
There we go.
We did it.
We did it.
Woo!
We did it! Hooray! Dun, 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 dun,
Anything for the good of the cause?
Can't think of
Go
anything.
tell Derek to suck a.
I don't even know if it was him that said it. I was just using him
Oh,
as
we
an
know.
example.
We know who said that shit. We know.
Fucking
Maybe
Derek.
I'll go look it up.
Fucking
Maybe I'll go
Derek.
look and see. Oh my God, Derek, we
Fucking
love you.
Derek.
We love Good
Oh,
Vibes
love
Gaming.
that.
Go follow them on YouTube. Subscribe. They're great guys over there.
Nah.
Apparently,
Everybody
they
except
think
Derek.
the Switch drought. These games are the games. I have nothing to play. Nothing for my YouTube channel. Oh
That's
no!
it for this week. This will be the last week that we have without Donkey Kong. What is it? World Bonanza. Donkey Kong World.
World Combat
What
Donkey
is that
Combat.
game?
Like what?
Combat Evolved.
That's
Donkey
true.
Kong.
We've got one more,
Yeah.
and then we get Donkey Kong. I will be here the 20th to talk about Donkey Kong. My vacation is the week after, but I think I'm still gonna make Shaq either way, so
Okay.
don't be too worried.
All right.
I come back the day before, so I'll probably still Shaq.
I'll be here.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Well,
Sean, you're just in time. We're about to end.
Yes.
he's like, hey, hey guys,
I'm here. You can start the podcast now.
goodbye, Sean. Bye. Bye, Sean.
Whenever you're ready.
All right. This is Frederick from Fire Emblem Awakening. And I forgot the line already. What?